and so ewo efie kwa miki ba betrase na de ekoso bia no so de hunsem abrayen ene galka why ene ba be galka chairman ene ebewe ya na yebehu eno everywhere transfer deadline no eno so aba ama second window na yebi no teams no aye omo transfers no enyina signings no omo aye latest ones no e de honsem bebrebo na fe mpanifo ahodo ensem omo de atodwade afa ye transfers yi eho nyina no ye de honsem afa players ni bia omo ko teams na e bia amanfo bi enim omo no ye be sheda hwe ba ko na mi ni bia na mi ensa bi ye be hwe na ya kaka ye ho players be and the teams no and so I register of course your local storage fee nina kwa miki abwabwa no de abre Honorable Kofi Adams ono na sports and recreation minister designate asase kansempi na toni semba kwa oka ni se obahwe mbesi tui se pitches na omaye ni nyina any stadium hodo e wono yemfa nye bibi fufuro bia apart from ade a body sports no internet say a policy be bem dia na ye gardens ahodo ni hwan ye no pitches ni nyina no Kofi Adams ni dom omba be stop sand ni nyina
ye hu se shatter ejina papa yara pitch e bosho ye hu sa sorry bia
yes sorry
ejina pitches no so ye programs okay
inti ye hwe se sa na betimi abam dia ana na e bi from one seven no oka enye we ya na oka we ni other stories about body nyina no e de ebrebo ka ho fa wo de be ka ho na NCP Montana
Godfather,
yes,
with that supi. And you what that you meant for and I for Quabanian too far. Never in summer a cross so uncle for a cruise. So now you best shall say at the free Man City, I swear, yeah, the new king on the block, a year Omar Mamouche. Ababedu City, no, in the first interview, just number 7 and the free Frankfurt, Ababedu City, no, or more at the Amano, obey me about all flanks, and obey me LED attack, no. Now, Omar Mamouche, actually, Mundientia, what join it, Man City, Mubientin Sama, Omar Mamouche, Eddie Atuja.
And welcome to Manchester City. Can you sum up how excited you are to join this football club?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure being here. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get on the pitch, meet the teammates and start my journey with the club.
You've made a terrific impact on the pitch over the last couple of seasons in particular. That's meant that you've been watched and linked to many different clubs. What was it about City that made you make the move to this football club?
City is one of the biggest clubs in the world over the past 10 years. Of course, it's an honor that they showed the interest in me and that now I'm here. The last 2 years, my last 2 seasons were great.
Omar Mamouche, I said the last 10 years, Man City, clubs are the best in the world. Now, for the past 2 years, and Man City are tracking 90. This time of year, now Ojidi say, so by joining Man City a football club, the contract in a 4.5 year deal until June 2029. And now Omar Mamouche contract was signed with City no ebebano a year. Never the Silver Junior Brazonia or Bo Emma Al Hilal or Saudi on a pro league, you know. Now, if we send the questions, sir, now we have 2 players, our no come the best now. On also Eddie Munchemu Eddie Abba and Tiebusa, anyway, who is better? Not Nema Eddie Answer Naba, Nema Suarez, Nema say or Noah, Nema Di Maria, or say or Noah. The only players are Nema Casa, until no more ball, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Messi. Mummy take questions I call ye, and the answers are Nema Eddie Mai.
Com Neymar, e hoje a gente vai fazer o famoso quadro Quem é melhor? Você ou Soares?
Eu.
Você ou Di Maria?
Eu.
Você ou Hendrick?
Eu.
Você ou Salah?
Eu.
Você ou Messi?
Messi.
Você ou Cristiano Ronaldo?
Cristiano.
Você ou Rivaldo?
Eu.
Você ou Mbappé?
Eu.
Você ou Vini Júnior?
Eu.
Então é isso, galera. Você fica aqui com ele, com o Neymar, e hoje a gente vai fazer o famoso.
More questions no. 2 players are new inclusive. Neymar Suarez, Neymar so Noah, Neymar Di Maria, Neymar so Noah. Neymar Salah, Neymar say or Noah, Neymar Messi, or say they do tuche, Emma Messi, Neymar Cristiano Ronaldo, or say a Messi, and then Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar Rivaldo, or say a Neymar, Neymar Mbappe or say Neymar. Enti wey any question say buy they try to Neymar and Vinicius. According to Neymar, also ni Mubobo Vinicius. Anapano ye tien sema Emmanuel Shea Adebayo di tuja lengthy interview ye breaking down kakra. He be sound say wa former manager since MP na why and the best ever manager or say between Arsene Wenger and Mourinho. Nemo mobeko for Jose because Mourinho there opewasem obemo hu ompewasem nso a obeka cho straightforward. Nemo Arsene Wenger there we bibia no ordinary emum ana hell. Emmanuel Shea Adebayo.
Best manager you've ever had?
Best manager I ever have, I would say Jose Mourinho, even though he lasted only 6 months. But because
Wow. So he made a big impression.
He gave me a big impression because of the way he treated players is beautiful. If he loves you, he will let you know. If he doesn't, he will let you know. Whatever you are doing good, he will let you know. So he's an honest person. So for me, I will always choose him as the best manager I work under.
What's the biggest difference? Because these two managers had a great rivalry. What's the biggest difference between Arsene Wenger and Jose Mourinho?
Arsene Wenger he will let you do everything you want to do. Obviously, he's the manager. He will come at some point. He will tell you, man, this is not good. Do it this way. But that is after a while. You can commit the same mistake 3 times. Arsene Wenger Mr. Wenger will just be looking at you. But Mourinho doesn't have time. He will tell you straight. You do a mistake at 10-1, 10-2, he's already in your nose, like telling you, Emmanuel, you don't have to do this. Emmanuel, this is bad. Emmanuel. But Arsene Wenger will let you repeat it, so many times before he will come to tell you that this is what you are doing.
Emmanuel Shea Adebayo, no. Na anopano ya teo kakra, ni famous celebration 2008. Arsenal Man City, no, Shea go to the former club. Na Adebayo, a Dremrika. Yefa Baba Arenya example, Senko Shea.
Walk across the pitch to go to the restaurant, eat and chill a little bit, relax a little bit. Then we'll have to walk back to the dressing room where the manager, Mark Hughes, have to give us the team, who is playing, who's on the bench, and who's whatsoever. So as we were walking across the pitch, Arsenal fans were already at the stadium singing. I can hear Adebayo, you know that song, that famous song, Adebayo, give him the ball and he will score. So, but this time around, I realized that the song is different, but I couldn't hear what they were saying properly. So as we went to the restaurant, I was eating. Then Mika Richard came to me and said, "Did you hear what they're saying?" I'm like, "No." Then he brought the song up, and obviously now the newest version was attacking my parents, my mother and my father. And at that moment, I start like, okay, you can insult me as you want, but not my parents. Not those that gave me a chance to be who I am, not those that gave me a chance to be right in front of you, not those that gave me a chance to represent your club, not those that gave me a chance to score goals for your club. I will never tolerate that. And when we walked back, they were singing, now I pay attention myself. And when I listened, that is when everything was happening in my head. And when we walk into the dressing room, we went to change, came out for warm-up and everything. So obviously, Arsenal teams came out, we came out. And when we are going back in after the warm-up, we are going together, locally. So that's when I realized that, okay, something has changed. So I went to greet some of my brothers, some of my close friends, like Emmanuel Eboué, Alessandro Song, Guy Clichy. They were giving me attitude. Like, even the greeting was not fair, was not clean, was not brotherhood. I'm like, okay, now I understand what is happening. So Emmanuel, you have to give everything. So when I came out and, I was inside, I was boiling. I was in all my spirit went up, like I have to do something. And they were singing, no matter either we are scoring or they are playing good or we are playing good. Arsenal fans were just singing that song, abusing my parents. And when I score that goal for me is I call it a time of deliberation. Like I have to give them something back, and that's what I have did. And a lot of people ask me, do I regret? No, of course not. I will never regret that celebration because where the hunger came from, I think God chose me to score that goal to show them and so that I can talk about it later on. Because if there is no that celebration, there will never be any explanation towards what happened. And I can say now in the world or in
Emmanuel say Adebayo eno enti obi wo ho a obetime dinatem kasatia no onfa ho nem so be kofa edi ne maame ene ne papa atam de one twema de biara de enti ebi na Adebayo o se Yakopon ne ma ne share sa go ne se de be ya obetwe Arsenal fans na aso enti ayanyoma Arsenal fans no tutia no any attitude and the colleagues the friends are na ono mo share the same dressing room Arsenal attitude that almost show ye match day no ne man near Safi one celebrating to ono as a player onu no da na onu no hon de biara da ye beto aso transfers are say can work and na or touch it down Milan na no medicals no atimi akoso be si akan e de ama Man City bi nka aka se wakra na for waka ne family a Italy Milan and the club say so be sina kan e de amomo UEFA Champions League enada Round 7 games out or 8 minutes about so Real Madrid SF5 Emma Red Bull Salzburg Etze Kanobako and Nada Yehu a lot of goal scorers on front three no all the 3 players so be a go first goal no Rodrigo Ononkwa was 2 of the 5 goals and Vinicius Junior 2 goals Mbappe so enya bako now no say killing Eba Madrid no about 31 games was 19 goals and assists our 19 goal contribution assist plus goals now 80 times and our man of the match 18 goals and assists and killing Mbappe or Denedy ama Madrid Bobo Colintin or was 19 goals and 4 assists in 31 games or 23 goal contribution 19 goals and then 4 assists now I'm saying man of the match Ekoma Vinicius no Beatrice Senka Kwame Rodrigo na Rodrigo say Madrid players no obi amabo for man of the match award omo epesa club ni winning team and on ball and you say Ebama no say kwa Emma Vinicius so none of the players and a boarded if a man of the match a kodi Vinicius Junior ninsem Raul Asensio say on fa any position Carlo Ancelotti didn't be ball sendra or start our center back in name Alaba mo no and mo push you no e ba right back or say position there the coach Ebeka so onye bia no so ka so nkoda go mpa on Raul Asensio the new Sergio Ramos Wallen said obetimi abo every position coach no epe Vinicius Junior on your yellow card for simulation. Now, Madrid the next game, on my last match, group face against Brest, you know, one team more, and then so Madrid capable players in his absence, on between Abojuma, Vinicius, Nebisa, and say, Saudi Arabia now, yet it's a clubs prepare offer of 300 million a year, 350 million euros. On my day back also no the future. Our Madrid or back team no as a child. Say I am matured person. Madrid and a club or stay only baby and so echo. You bet to us so our game across so our Park the Prince PSG said Sergio kind buy 2 and then get for free. And Man City question first 2 goals of the game. Jack Grealish every bench ever making impact on the best share first. City goal on assist Emma Haaland share now so PSG eba modern eba tete kano winning by 4 goals to 2. Now Pep Guardiola 31 matches were dincho makumaku edu way the worst start on the coaching career mon Pep Guardiola on coaching and more 31 matches and lose and 10 see that the worst spell as a coach and now the first man of the match John Neves after the game Okasaye said the Niaji said the club PSG winning now or not to so a man of the match.
Zhao, congratulations. That was a crazy match to watch. What was it like for you to play in?
In the field it was even crazier. So I'm very happy with the win, and I think that's the most important thing.
It was an incredible comeback from 2-0 down. How did you do it?
You know, I already said a few times that we did a very first half, and we come back from the half time a little bit lazy.
Man of the match, John Neves and OT now in life or Kessben. So Jack Grealish, the game changer. Then so I'm picking 4-2 and I'm defeated. Almost suffer defeat, no. And also Kasa, the entire City, almost lose our game.
Jack, that's got to be gutting. What happened?
I don't know. Usually, you know, in these moments, we're so good. obviously it's happened too many times this season, you know, when we've gone 1 goal, 2 goals up, even 3, you know, against Feyenoord, and we've not been able to control the game. And
I'm only 1, 2, even 3 crano. I'm to me bottle and no be the see and from 2 goals up, and eventually almost around die LOC by 4 goes to 2. Now, Sir El Khalafi, president Emma PSG, and central for your book and the and say, as a PSG, we are better without Mbappe. And I say, central for no qua, ya sound swabba, ya problems, Eddie Amanon, and so no. I become players of PSG Mbappe and the PSG playing so no there on can hohe. Now I say Luis Enrique the best coach in the world. Hey, now Sir Akalafi wasn't Kenra and Kamasiti Shompa. Nanka Selabeka Saka. Sir Coach Luis Enrique the best because I'm identity no I'm not daddy. I'm answer someone sir. And na game on boy no obi ahun nsa no adwuma e wo PSG omo etim ne so the Gunners Arsenal ehye kamiensa e ma Dinamo Zagreb omo entimi ante Declan Rice ehye ne first ever UEFA Champions League goal and after the game so Declan Rice ekasai
his career at every stage, and now turn around and say I've seen your first Champions League goal tonight. Just tell me how you're feeling. Did you almost miss it, by the way?
I'm so annoyed, honestly, because I had the same position against Man United in the cup and I missed, and then the same there. So look, I'm getting in the right positions when I play 8. She scored a good goal in the first half, but I'm annoyed I didn't get a second. You know, that's where I've got to be a bit more clinical. But to get my first Champions League goal, I think.
Wait, I Declan Rice. I seen a ball from home because when you have similar chance, I also continue to net. Now about 8 now, I na eta setman pa. Enti enra ni go no na ohwe e Kessben television. So when you have similar chances, when timi ambar into a go there, nanso ne bo efo ne ho papa. Yento also e wo ye Bamiluka so ye enra omlo so 3. Manga no ya say omo ye frustrated and disappointed e wo enra results omo enya yo abra final the sham kamiensa omo entimi ante. Na Sergio Conceição e coach Emma AC Milan or say only baby ete only efie papa ewo Milan because of that omotory complex wo neso on the group no technical team no ebe amo best e de ama AC Milan omo club no na Rafael Leao and ebo coach Sergio Conceição abaso sa coach no ready to die for the club into players no ebi so be kom ho e de ama club no Ansu Fati akane time and over was communicate ama Barca say onya bi more Barca last 4 games on dressing po neso still oni baby akọ o stay our Barca omo aso ye Man United another bid aircon for Patrick Dorgu left back na obo Emma Lecce omo 27 million euros plus add-ons ekoye Emma Lecce reject United and an improved offer aircon and ebo 8 United and Rangers ebo ewo the Europa League. Juventus agree with Chelsea ni nyina no Renato Vega na Juve betua 5 million euros na June player no wabo until June boss no ebe so nebo oman friendship say buy out cloth the more so any at the end of the loan deal no omon enso ebetimi ato no enti option to buy no sa clause no enso anymore Man United so omon je less than 17 million euros so per Garnacho dia 17 or more na Ronald Araujo contract now extend them Barca no until June 2031 and a Ronald Araujo new contract no ebe expire or Barca. Victor Boniface Saudi Arabian clubs now start here omo edi ne ho enkomo Arsenal ameki enquire Dusan Vlahovic omo nya no so a omo epeye papa award you know adaroma ko focus nsem no yemfa nsi ehana mo
Montana de Tony yedi besi ha na fe yakọ yanim yakika ko eba bebe nsem no mu kakra enso de amamo 0551599933 0551599933 messages no aha na me fano modin kan mwashase edibi babidafo enso babetrase na fe ya baba nsem mu kakra de amamo meko Dawood Herbal ashe na makofan krato kakra aba beba na fe yadin chichire mu no so abrem Kessben television Dawood
Mena meda Dawood Herbal Hospital ano na enam meso ena ne Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse na du wei edutwem Dawood ointment ose fatwi na ebeko ofa Dawood 360 capsules ose sisi na ade wom na drum yenu wei adwuma bom obi a osisi ye o yapa de obeye ne se o de Dawood ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a nansa bia no na odi bia bo asawa obetimi de atua udware wi a fa Dawood ointment o de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane o de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and well done the toda me pon djuma na me honam nyina me ye me ho bibi enye ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwi a na anopa so minya Dawood 360 na me nomo a ese kware me ye adwuma kra se kane no te do we de edi masema ma na be di so asema ma
ye electrician na ye adwuma ekofia yentimi na Dawood ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Dawood ointment fa twi keke na ebeko
ruwa me use mama hoden pa ma metimi bo adwuma bibi e kama e ma me ye Dawood 360 capsules and Dawood ointment o memre we no na do we no so twitwi wa aposo e be ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de che otumi be bo adwuma Dawood ointment fa twi na ebeko
da bia amafo company da wo ka musa akọ spreader mi secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ointment ene papa me sori anopa mi di twitwi mi sisi achi me bia he me ntebre secret ni nie ti so be so etesem ya we use Dawood ointment that is the secret of my taxi driving
me a transmission gearbox specialist ejuma me ye enkare na me pega ade a na me nsakura ntimi pega na ase me ma ade so na lock me sisi se free se me share Dawood 360 capsules and the Dawood ointment abo me bebre the dry na so amente ya mente bla bia obia mo modern so betimi ape Dawood ointment and the Dawood 360 capsules enya bi ato
odofo se wate bi aduro ya me ka ho asem no eno ho adanse ene wono madi no ko pharmacy e ben wo herbal shop e ben wo ne koto Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no wo so be di ho adanse wo pesa wo frɛ ya eno na wo screen ase no 0244 886437 na 020 168 1717 baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no o de wura house o pe Dawood ointment any Dawood 360 capsules.
Okay, Dawood Heba nkra to kakra na yakona se ekofae no na meni otwa Heba edi nkomo kakra na fi ya bibi ensem mu kakra Alex
Sejo
that is say
already go so hwe
ede nyankopon asepa my interior otwa Heba se jane siwa
wa
na obeba
Sejo we living legend o
sao
and anope na metie mu sister station bi na manage papa enye nwanwa se ni peti o nyanwa cause omo ka Sejo records enye easy abo adwuma me pese da achi bia so sa na nipa follow me na eye nipa de ujedi power asasi so a ehia ohia pa Sejo
yes sir
ma menchia na menchia wahwefo no watiefo na memfa wo munko Divine Hope Herbal Center Divine Hope Herbal Center ya so ye kese no ewo Kumase Makru Abusuakuruwa Junction Makru Abusuakuruwa Junction ye ka Divine Hope Herbal Center edro bako ene bo obi atirim eno ne otwea herbal powder na nansen no ye be hyase no na enipa ne bi pentem obi wo kɔ adwuma obi wo hɔ a wɔse me sɔle afri TV no ho enu nti ɛya me nti ba bia menya ɛyɛ munuro no bi ato ne senti ene me de numbers no hyase ɛyɛ 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 8281 ɛna 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 ɛno yɛ WhatsApp line ti wo amanone na wo hwɛ me a wobɛtumi ɛde recording afa hɔ na one doctor ɛdi nkɔmmɔ yɛka ɔtwea herbal powder ɔtwea herbal powder ɛyɛ aduro nwanwaso a doctor akɔfa aba na aduro yɛkamfo ma wɔ bi a ɔte nka sɛ ne sisi yɛ ne ya sɛ woyɛ ɔba anaa bɛrima na wo sisi ɛyɛ wo ya wo sisi mu ɛrew wo sisi wogye wo ho a ɛnyɛ wotena ase a na ayɛ sum wosɔre a na ayɛ sum ne nyinaa ne sɛ sisie no adwonku ne nyinaa ne sɛ sisie no asuga wo na mekamfo ɔtwea herbal powder yi bi ama wo sɛ wofa ɔtwea herbal powder yi bi na sɛ wote bi gu nsuohyɛm na onum na wobobɔ a wo sisi ɛyɛ wo yɛ ne nyinaa a atena wo so akyɛ no ɛba bɛgya wo na woagyina brane sɛ ɔba anaa bɛrima na sɛ woyɛ bɛrima na sɛ sisi yadeɛ bɛtena wo so kyɛ a ɛnkyɛ na ɛma no ɔmato din Mr. 2 minutes ɛfiri sɛ petere pio na wagye mu sesi yi na ɛfiri sɛ ne sisi mu homa ne nyinaa atete ɛmu ayɛ kuro nti wɔkɔsi n'anim a sesi a na wagye mu obi a kooko ɛha no kooko nti wobɛhu sɛ ɔpesa n'ani kooko nti sɛbe ogya ne nan a wobɛhu sɛ mogya kakra wom kooko nti ɛtɔ da bi a obɛgya ne nan no wobɛhu sɛ sɛbe wahu ahorɔ kakra wom kooko nti ne yɛfunu ɛbom sɛdeɛ nsuo mu na ne nsuo ɛbɛtɔ ɛno na me doctor bɛsɛ wobɛhu sɛ ne yɛfunu no ɛbom sɛ tete wɔ ɛnkane sɛbe Pentecost asɔre ɛban no wobɛhu sɛ bom kunkunkum kooko ɛte wo so na sɛ kooko ɛha wo deɛ a sɛ woyɛ ɔbaa na woyɛ bɛrima mekamfo ɔtwea herbal powder ama wo wona sɛ wofa ɔtwea herbal powder yi bi anɔpa na wote bi gu nsuohyiem na sɛ wobobɔ a wo kooko yadeɛ a atena wo so akyɛ ne nyinaa no kooko yadeɛ no ɛba abegyaa wo na sɛ woyɛ bɛrima na sɛ kooko yadeɛ so bɛtena wo so kyɛ a ɛnkyɛ na ɛma no ɔmato din Mr. 2 minutes ɛfiri sɛ sɛsi a petere pio na wo so wagye mu nti wɔ nipa bi a kooko ɛha no sɛ wopusa w'ani sɛ sɛ bi wogya wo nan a na ɛmogya kakra wɔ mu wobɛhu sɛ wokɔkɔbo no na atwe aba no mekamfo ɔtwea herbal powder ama wo obi a wo so wɔ hɔ wakɔkyekyere wo nsa wokɔkyekyere wo nsa no yɛsɛ wo BP no ɛkɔ soro obi wɔ yɛsɛ ne deɛ no ɛba fam BP yadeɛ bi a ɛyɛ fun papapapa sɛ woanhwɛ ne yi a BP bɛtumi abɛgyegye wo a na ade stroke abɛto wo so BP ɛba wo so a ɛtɔ da bi a wonante kakra bi na woayɛ mmerɛ obi wɔ hɔ a wobɛhu sɛ tɔ da bi a ɛmogya tumi tu ne hwenem ɛmogya ne ɛtu no na da bia meka sɛ ɛmogya ɛtu wo hwenem no sɛ woampa ano akyire kwan na woampa aduro bi a bɛtumi asa wo yadeɛ a te sɛ wɔtwea herbal powder da koro wobɛhu sɛ ɛtwa wato hɔ ɛtwa woto a wobɛakɔtwa scan wɔ tirim yɛsɛ woanya internal bleeding na ɛde wo kɔ stroke mu na woyɛ bɛrima na BP baa bɛtena wo so kyɛ a wobɛhu sɛ ɛnkyɛ no wanya guy name ɛwɔ maa no hɔ Mr. 2 minutes ɛfiri sɛ petere pio ɔbɛworɔ no ho ni na bɛrima ne ho ɛsane no woyɛ ɔbaa na BP bɛtena wo so kyɛ a wobɛhu sɛ ama wɔte nka ɛyɛ wo libido no na afei ayera enti bɛrima ɛba wo ho a woni atenka bi nti wɔsɛ ne medeɛ meni atenka ɛnya atenka na wonie maame wonya aduru a yɛfrɛ no wɔtwea herbal powder ɛmɔi ɛno nti na BP na abɛtena wo so akyɛ no ama wɔtenka nyinaa atekɔ obi wɔ hɔ a ne to ase hwe no ne to ase ɛhwe no ɛtwe na abɛsi ne nantu wapɛ brɔfo din bi ama no sciatica ɔyɛ labs ɔnum nwuro obi wɔ ne nwuro egu polytank mi na doro bɛndɛm ɛna wɔtwe ne nyinaa ne sɛ ne to ase me na na bi wɔ sɛ mento se yɛ me ya ɛtwew na enipa a wote nka sɛ woto ase ɛtwew na afei ɛtwe wa bɛka wo nantu no mekamfo ɔtwea herbal powder ama wo na sɛ wonya wɔtwea herbal powder bi na wote bi gu nsuohyiem na wobobɔ no anɔpa maame anapapa wo so wo ba bɛgyina brane no wanya ahoɔden ɛde akɔ wo nnwuma so ɔtwea herbal powder yasoɛyɛ kɛseɛ no ɛwɔ maakuro abusuakuru wa jansen ɛhɔ na asoɛyɛ kɛseɛ no ɛwɔ onipa bi wɔ hɔ a afei ɔda otimi sɔre no abɛdwo nsɔ bɛɛ 30 minutes bi abɔ nso wabɛdwo nsɔ wana wa bia no abɛdwo nsɔ obi wɔ kora wɔdwo nsɔ a wobɛhu sɛ ebi akam ɔyɛ bɛrima ɔdwo nsɔ a ɛma ye maame anapapa wutie me first ni wusɔ no na wotwe oduro bɛn na sɛ dwonso de wa wobon sɛ wotwe a wobon sɛ wotime dwonso tententen na woni aba di wachi a no wa ma fans kofi wo de dwonso feo afa wobon sɛ wodi spell wodi KOFI kofi ɛnɛ wo dwonso no abɛsi wo na ase we ɛbɔ wo nka yɛ sɛ wo prostrate na wo dwonso twa no problem ɛba ho na sɛ woyɛ bɛrima na wo start hu saa nneɛma bi ɛte saa na ɔrɔfoɔ me kanfo wɔtwe herbal powder ma wo ona kɔhwehwɛ wɔtwe herbal powder na sɛ wonya bi na wotigu nsuohye ma no pa na sɛ wo ba sa prostrate yade ni nyina dwunso twa mu hawo ni nyina no eba be firi wo so na agya wo se bema na se prostrate ba bema so a utire nya ya yebeto bema ne katika ana yade rubber ebetum na se yade rubber tum wi afa bema wo be yemre ewo mpam eno na meka kire wo se emaye nto rubber na nsa orofo wonya hu sunsanso bi yetise no kohwehwe wo twea heba pada na tete bi gu nsuo hyem na bo na afa dwunso twa mu yade ni nyina enyaw na wo so gina brane na afa wo kosine ni ma wati mapem otwea heba pada esa wo yade na esa ma extra energy wei otwea heba pada na dwuma ebo no afa wo ya bema wo regaye no wo osu anya so wo su se adwale o bedware o na emum wo ro no ho no sebe ne be ma esen nanim no atwea kom aye lengelenge aye ketuwa bi aye se straw aye se crayon enti wo ro no ho no osu ene ne ba wo 4 years ye eye pe na wo be ma kura wo mpene ma de ye den se wo hu sansunsanso we bi wo so a be ma me kanfo otwea heba pada ama wo se kohwehwe wotwea heba pada na se wonya bi na titi gu nsuo hye ma sa wo be ma na atwea kom ni nyina aye ketekete no ni nyina ebepie na wo so wa gina brane se be ma na ema so ama mo piafo abra wako esinanim otwea heba pada enuro yi ubenya bi ato kumase ade coordinate fredinad ubenya bi ato baby bia yeton no kumase mankasimfo enko Jeff Heba saso na blekumfo enko Dr. Clement Cape Coast for aya boachi ansa enkran so aya circle baby a Kessben FM ewo no behind Vodafone office no ubenya otwea heba pada ni bi ato saso na kofoduafo enko Gapsin Pharmacy Tamale enko PK Gombila eho ubenya bia so takradefo enko AA Mensa afa wo yoba o menses eba abacha eye 2 days na etwa obi dia ba 1 day na etwa o se men topad entimi ye normal dabi maame ni nyina sa niama we moja no eboaboa no na the fibroid aba beto yem oba bi wo hwa bosume so na se wo bebu ni nsa na wo bobna wo se men kwe aba enye wo mukran kamenim se ma wo nkwe ni nyina ne se oba ne ebobna osu na ebu oso a emoja ne ba no na eba tuntuntuntum oba se wo wei obi a okoye family planning na se afa omensis no emabiem ukoyiye no unhu se omensis babiem wo ye bemfie mienu miensani unhu se omensis no ebabiem a orofo me kanfo otwea heba pada ma na se mo sa ma na mote se ni nyina doctor say se won saka otwea heba pada ni bia frɛ no onfa kibi nka ho frɛ no onfa kibi nka ho ne moja na ntimi ma ni nyina a adawo wo yem no adawo ni paduanu ni nyina esan so wotwea heba pada eye moja mu adwumenti ebe na ni moja na ma moja no bosome so a wo so wako abu nsa se wo ba na wagina brane afei doctor say oba bia e wo 7 gate oba bia wo 7 gate kiwe de Divine Hope Herbal Center yanko an ekuta yen oba bia wo 7 gate na no na se be ma wo ne oba hia wo mpam na ubie first gate ubie second gate ubie third gate ubie de toso 9 no afa enso no bonso oba na tiem agye na watwe ne to wase kakra enye se ya na ye ne ya wo di na wura different realm obie different realm ama oba no e bia wo ye bema wo di ukosi nanim asesi ya no wadem untimi mie second gate mpo ene wa bebie de to so doctor say kohwehwe wotwea heba pada no wonfa kibi enka ho otwea heba pada ye numbers ni eni frɛ doctor sesi ye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81 and the chat one is 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 and know your WhatsApp line into mu wa mono ne se wo hwem na wo temi nka utimi frɛ doctor na one no edi imputa ho otwea heba sija ne hyewa
wa
na obeba seju
Elizabeth Dasipa na fia manfo my friend numbers no Mr. Otwea heba no yenyi no me ho ti wa wo di message eba madia me otweo avogus Mr. Otwea heba no ye ton be ye tunton no nyina waka numbers no frɛ na nya bi na koto ye mfa nche wa ha avogus all right eti ye to so Kessben television Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra o se me kan avogus a nipa ebredi avogus nti ya ye hu nipa kro Avogus War Ridge Keep Fit Club. You can never cheat nature in this world. Whatever goes up will definitely come down. When the diminishing returns started setting in Jose Mourinho coaching career, he became an object, of ridicule and mockery by the Pep Guardiola fans, and now the table has turned, and they are tasting their own bitter pill. Wow. The Obidi Abba, I don't know, anti-TOA, or say, you can never cheat nature. In this world, whatever goes up will definitely come down. When the diminishing returns started setting in Jose Mourinho coaching career, Mourinho's coaching career, he became an object of ridicule and mockery by the Pep Guardiola fans. And now the table has turned, and they are tasting their own bitter pill. Sometimes people should remember to leave the stage when the applause is high. He should accept the reality and leave, else he will tarnish his reputation in the club. Justice Mampong Asem Health Center and the way Abba. Pep Guardiola and leave scene. Applause in high, and it's a good one. I'm not Jose Mourinho, need to buy City fans. Say a two Pep Guardiola. And Cressa Tunnel. Time national so leave scene no. Pep Guardiola.
Leave scene so free Manchester City.
I don't know the person
okay. Maybe leaving the scene are two things.
Okay.
If I'm to
people should remember to leave the stage when the applause is high.
So he's just saying that Pep should leave Man City.
Yes. City?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you know, Pep the other has own free system. Who are the coaches?
Okay.
He is still one of the best in the game. But the autonomy, it happens to every coach.
The own free city.
He won't leave. He won't leave. The reason is simple. How many teams you're willing to spend like Manchester City? You know, Pep is a checkbook manager.
I said
or your coaches now, Omudisika and a winning trophies in Libya. He just like Carlo Ancelotti. On your coach, Abeka say he nurture players, or Tetiwom, no grew no Doma Babe JBB. That be he's a checkbook manager.
Okay.
Odisika mana or coach Germans, no top players. Nasa players, no their Babe trophies amount.
And the top teams in Subano.
That is why
Pep
no,
big clubs in this anonymity.
Big clubs is different from big coaches. And your coach be an checkbook manager.
Okay.
And your coach be
okay.
So offer obi eti se Ferguson. Offer obi to say Klopper. You know, they have the luxury to pick ordinary materials, nurture them, let them grow within the system. No matter be very big. But the amount of money Pep spent in the market, the amount of money Pep Carlo Ancelotti spent in the market is different from other coaches. Into Pep you will be a baby a wako biano. Apart from Barcelona, offer the La Masia guys ni bi quality materials no hodada or the bar the very top no. Pep baby a wako bia you know was spend this even January I born a chia say enko you know. Wafa Vitor Ruiz, wafa player back from Lens, and they were signing Omar Mahmoud for 70 million euros. Into how many teams in the game today and they're ready to spend because Pep both team who here's kind of why I sell it. Said you, and they offer Real Madrid that even the Madrid of all teams, share or free players. Into Omo here Alfonso Davis, Omo here Trent Alexander-Arnold. Say 2 players in contract be and na Omo di Omo be free. Omo di Kelele Mbappe be free. So Madrid of all teams are not willing to pay so much in the market. Barcelona na another destination for Pep Guardiola no. Barca for sika kura no mu nya bi. And omo team dey register omo players. So if Pep come to Barcelona now, sika ben will be used because he said yo, in as much as Barcelona what talented and potential materials will be here can. Said yo, the typical Barcelona supporter who have followed the team from the early days of Johan Cruyff till today. And him says all teams being equal. Enye Kubasi, enye Badi, enye Casado need the Barca materials. So person competing for Champions League now since 2015. Berlin Stadium, these are not the material to win you the Champions League. You need quality. You need experience. Those are the materials almost befitting the standard of Barcelona. And they do with this car. A similar situation to say. Dr. Massimo Moratti ni hobio. And I was spending so much. He just a call. Inter Milan materials on Samuel Eto'o, Diego Milito, Dejan Stankovic, Okofalio Zima Ferreira, the Souza Lucio by. And you know, she Juma Juicy Ediye. She players are Pep Guardiola, a use of Manchester City. Now, from Yaya Toure, a drop of Bessi Fernandino de Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. And then Ababesi Rodrigo, Hernandez Cascante, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Ike Gundogan. Still, he continue to make amends. And Pep on free Manchester City because I do. Pep asema ye Kenya, Sanya Maya to Pepe, coach Bia was to be a beer to the pen. Obia, Ferguson had a fair share of it after winning the 1999 treble. You know, Oko off. I'm saying Oko off in the Champions League until Sawa Sebebo against Chelsea at the Lusniski. About Chelsea G and Obebo 3 consecutive final at the Stadio Olimpico at Wembley and in Barcelona Anfa and Timiamon Oko off. Arrigo Sachi after winning it in the 89 and test Oko off. It happens to everybody. Machalo people finances are to assume and son of Beje Bakope. We tented the boss in the fair share. Carlo Ancelotti and AS Europe, you know, the greatest coach, you know, on a fair share of it. It happened to Ottoman Hateford. It the coach is no beer, you know, the blip will come. By your ability to recover. A honor Nemaya can say, coach, you Jan and also. Jose Mourinho about Chelsea. He won the Premier League twice, play in the multiple knockout stages in the Champions League. No free, you know. Just to call Real Madrid, no. Now headley, very difficult for them to clear was against Lyon. But anytime you see a Lyon, be our clear. Now, Onyani issues with Dortmund and Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Inter Milan, and you know, he won the Champions League for them. It's the Atu Pep, you know, an error or the Ababe drew certain level. Obi expect think also transitions. And you know, Pep and quick and transition because Obi Bekas and I say Madrid for na dominate yache. Argentina or more the debut omguso. Who are over share Madrid team ni biano. Time ayas best show mo 4 ewo Benabao no. A free one no. And almost say CMA Vini what Rodrigo chance in the Champions League. They won it. Benzema ko and almost take you over. E mu hona no mkofa Jude Bellingham bae. Almost a player or he comes in with different mentality, different attitude. He want to win something. And almost Kakofa the best player in the German Bundesliga bae. Now this isn't because they want to change certain things within the setup and they kill Mbappe aba. And the Pep problem they say, you know, he over relied on players now what you saw for years. And in football, coach is not my loyalist in a area or money biguase. In 2006, Italy won the World Cup. In 2010, instead of no material ebe make amends, no the different guys about rating mama he stick to the old guys. Or be fairly good and he must support in 2010 World Cup. You know, in 2010, Spain won the World Cup. Omopa 2014, no, BN himself chanted the boss bearing changes. 1 year, he came and he was embarrassed. Luis Felipe Scolari team now, DJ Confederation Cup in 2013. Over 2014, no, or sticky to Sahar boys now, Brana, Firmino, Coutinho, more rising and more former. He was embarrassed by Germany. Into Pep, I am so loyal to these guys. And I think next season, you know, signings now, he's gradually doing those transitions. I don't think KDB, John Stones, Akanji, and all those guys will still play for Manchester City next season. Transition a Pep and you know, 80% of these Manchester City players, they've won the Premier League on multiple occasions. They've won the Champions League. What else? There be a cost to be an Ebafem, but Ebafem and Yema Obeya Emma Metofem, a honey baby at Pep on. For Pep Guardiola to play against Feyenoord or concede 3 or against this is one of the worst Dube sides. When Timmy and Juventus, he played against PSG. Said you, PSG and PSG and Benabo draw. Atletico Madrid ko share omo. Arsenal show. I can't run a pong game na we no munya go. But after 2 goals, you more better share Pep Guardiola 4. And you know they can say Pep also make amends. But teams now be corner the general. Maybe a possible destinations. No, only enough to pay. Omo de bema pep betimi achieve pay.
Or sign fresh contract in Czech.
Yes. Into Man City the better now player or pen next season be on better man. Because you know omo be scarce watch no. Because omo be scarce watch no.
How many top players has Pep Guardiola bought in his entire career? And they should tell me, I don't support you on this. Survivor.
But he doesn't support me what?
On what you said, say.
I said he's a checkbook manager and the first supporter.
You know, Busa, how many top players has Pep bought in his entire career?
How many top players?
Top players. Now, your man is Scano, your man, you know,
you know,
I don't know, so I say on top big players.
The fact
on one develop woman.
Pep only develop KDB. Only develop KDB. Only develop Rodri.
At least or the brave come
on. You know, as coach be improvement. And the crowd on an academy. On the Todi Silva. On the Fernandino be do that level. No.
Oh, Busa said, how many top players?
You know, I'm mentioning names, and I'm saying that Pep is a checkbook manager. I want anybody to dispute that. In the history of football, only Carlo Ancelotti has spent the power. And that is a fact. And I'm mentioning names. Ellen Haaland will free Dortmund about now to say. It's, you know, coaches there. Even the Southampton Brentford coaches, they improve materials. Arturo Vidal was the best midfielder in Europe before joining Bayern Munich.
Okay.
80 players there, Obia, Toby Dibika. But I'm saying maybe Pep, he's thinking of Pep going for Ballon d'Or winners or best players in the world. That is the angle that you look at it from. But players at their own level, those are big players and quality materials within. I'm not saying Pep ain't improve players. But Tamana Ruben Diaz to free Portugal, and he was the best centre back in the Portuguese league. It's there now, you know, our person won't be. Just go Vidal joining Manchester City was one of the best players at the 2022 World Cup. Into Opeso who's a Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo Mbappe and Kwani players are the best. I don't know. Those players are best within their own way at their own league and mobile. Into Pep on the Carlo Ancelotti almost spend this Ikache Obia within the game. That is why I'm saying that he is a checkbook manager and any team of Becon. You know, I said Mamouche on your big player. And I said, but Mamouche is 70 million pounds. So what I say?
Daily Mail coach 63.
Oh, okay.
That's 59 and then 4 million added on.
Okay.
And
from the transfer market, they gave me 70.
Okay.
It is, you know, boy, Mamouche is 70 million. How do you term the big player that you're talking about? And he's proving in the German Bundesliga. It is all person who Rodrigo, all person who Vini, all person who Mbappe, you know, so that player. But Mamouche is one of the best players in the German Bundesliga. And Pep signed him. Those are the material that I'm talking about.
Well, did Ebemana lose 2-0? Emerson 4. And check, premiership no more. 2-0, sir.
On the Brentford.
Yes.
On the Brentford.
2-2.
You know,
What's going on? Only 2-2.
Okay, one.
We were 4-2.
The engine room na bubu. Pep on the car now, the engine na bu. And we are back. Now, Pep, the engine ni bua. The defense no always get exposed. The engine here. Obi a watch Manchester City. Kovacic buy normal recover because Kovacic is giving them the same style, the same profile. Rodrigo Cascante demand. Into Kovacic buy normal picking or Koeno or Ejigui. You know, you Kovacic, and no, you Kovacic free game in the team. Let's say cry. Pep, I was so much believe in Iko Gondogan. Minim, se coach in Iko Gondogan, I yinim. Minim how disciplined I know he's an intelligent player. But you know, intelligent in it, now American one who then also play rope. Iko Gondogan and the baby were doing to contain the pace in the Premier League, you know, adding at the man. But Pep still believe in him. KDB after the injury, you know, he's very ordinary. And no one who say Kevin De Bruyne is she and Rasada. And the fulcrum of the Pep team, the engine of the team, Nabubu. And Obian himself Pep team no. Now who are doing now in film from Sergio Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Xavi Alonso, Thiago Alcantara, and then Arturo Erasmo Vidal. That has always been the Pep midfield. Fernandinho, David Silva, KDB, and Oba Rodrigo, and Oba Kevin De Bruyne, and Oba Bernardo Silva, and Oba Ike Gondogan, and no nema Pep holding. The defense, the Obian is a Pep defense yet because you know, and Oba Matias Nunes on our right back. Matias Nunes is an attacking player. Oba just go Vidiala, on him defend it, or can him no yard. And he plays Ruben Diaz and Manola Kanji. Nti the moment I won fin no better no and o share PG midfield na. These are guys Fabian Ruth translate very well. Jao Nevas after Marco Verratti is the best in terms of retentional play. Born you could na untime nye or to stay 10 years your baby in midfield. Nti enra anya wan say Jao Nevas was the man of the match o temu Manchester City midfield no. Nti Pep unya say ni mfimfini pe Genoa na ho odin asa and for me the midfield of Pep and a Genoa Amban you consider sales goals and Pep ntimi set up midfield in 2 games Obama the same players. It really tells you how those players have lost confidence and those players are lose form. It's a problem in the Genoa. I think it is the midfield na and man who man intiminya control and man in dominance. Intimate creative now intimate dominating in terms of possession and man defense no hon tono. And then I'm Pep Guardiola said you or Brian after 2 goals or be concede 4. The defense remember some go be in Manchester City defense and yet look at how they considered the last 2 goals. Very, very poor from Diaz and then Manola Kanji at their level and no more experience. No, you expect them somewhere something better. But you know, and no munti me can Bradley Bakula do monamso. Munti contain those guys. And for me, the engine room now breaking on and I'm a Pep team and Yamanko is.
All right, remember Arsenal win no and so Madrid and so a win here. That's be other results. Kakre binafi. Franco Naro, doctor, my remember when I was initial comments.
Agro. Yeah. We share nefe. It's so romantic. It's so romantic. Usikeni kwabna jemfi.
Yami nshirasuda. Amen. Yami mani nyoho. Onyene sa. Yami mani nyoho.
Abem dada.
Amen. Me jifa, me jimi som. Okay. Now I'm for be epe arrangement in the format and whatnot. A biom say. Yabo how many matches?
Yeah, the Champions League.
Ebi share, be lose. As a boy no mobile.
Yeah.
You so bit must have church mu biwa.
What that I mean?
And he for the be come in na kwan be no mfa so be come him and he for the be free. Yeah.
What that room say for Champions League now. New format in it yeah. As we speak, we don't friend the league phase. Now so far you 36 teams and every league phase, you know.
Okay.
Now obia any 8 different teams and a bebo 8 matches. Ubi ko be home and chess or beba ho. Into 8 matches now, yam fan say Real Madrid bebo no. Or bebo 4 away against 4 different opponents.
Okay.
So 4 no, omo mani krum. Or signing 4 different teams and so bebo woni home. Into you obi a draw mana who 8 opponents. Unu omo 8 matches. Now the TN says no na omo de all the 36 teams no league table ba kope to say the able league in 36 teams. And to say omo bo obi abo 8 matches we am no can say obi abo 7 matches general. Obi abo 7 matches.
Okay.
Into omo 8 matches ni nyina we are. Now fe ya league table no. First 8 enya direct qualification to the round of 16. So from group stage, from league phase, you know, you call round of 16. Now, when you move first, when you 16 teams are, or move progress, I call the league phase, you know. Your league table now after the first 8 games now, first 8 teams automatic qualification. And which from 9th to 24th, from 9th to 24th, you know, you better move playoff, like way anyway, you better draw no into. A free 9th now copim I think 16. The next 8
24 for me
yes.
16 teams.
Almost 16 teams. Don't be a be pair omo. Into a pair omo so no bar. Why a be eliminate you no free. But what will eliminate you union? Sa 8 teams no more eliminate you union. No more ba beka 8 now qualified that no. Near 16 teams.
Okay.
Into sa 16 teams you know any be a draw. Now for your ball round of 16.
Okay.
Your ball round of 16 if we are near quarter finals, near semi-final,
okay.
Now you do final.
Okay.
Until after the league phase, you know, first of all from position 25 to 36, we're free. You bought 8 matches in Ivia. More would do 25 up to 36 we free moko. Then from 9th to 24 yeah the move share 16 teams.
Home and away
yes.
Now one game.
I'm home and away.
Okay. 9 to 16.
Yes.
Okay.
Until Muba they will qualify. No. A progressive.
Okay.
An interesting aspect of it, say a quite fast league table. Some 4 points a year per. Very quite complex. You be share after some points here peno. Omo be share mu goals. So do be a opponents are ni omo boy. Omo position crab betimi am why better than obi.
Okay.
Enti send your home city no. So general clear say team to say Liverpool there. Say there omaji omo take it. Omo qualify. Ibetumi aka say Barcelona enso qualify because 18 points no more that 9th no on team in Drew Honum. Inter Milan, Arsenal, Inter Milan are almost there. Inti senior Hunsem City no. Who share a Kamia Kwese be a big team be a ne ho or like who kakra at the mano ebeye Manchester City. Senaya we are and City free because that 25 with 8 points.
Wow.
With the last game to go. What it means in say City winning the last game. Now Osha say teams in the world 10 points, no Benfica, ne PSG, no one to mention. City is in a dicey situation.
Wow.
A Champions League, no.
Honorable Kojo Bajimai, Yami Admo Channel do birthday. One for luck, I'm out team no.
But yeah, my dream say against Club Bridge, last game, no, Etihad there. They are likely to win. That win here, call 11 points. Teams now what 10 dozen. So be a drop points are here now. City.
They can't no game no cry.
No game no there. I say could you buy my birthday that be?
Ouch.
Echina. And can be uncle a good birthday. And I'm fat.
I invited brother Sammy. So my boy I hear you man. I was Santi Achmagugu.
Brother Sammy. Obebo gospel now everybody.
Aye.
Gospel.
Yeah. You know. Friend of Pabe no kuno. Anopa no kuno. Obebo yi nyuma praises you know how na say the mo ni mu yi.
I best start to worship.
Yeah.
My God is. What do we have to ask? Because you also need birthday no na. Asante achim krum honum ne nsheda nye yes. I have go beka say
Choni e pawo.
Wadaruma unokwa. Ajikum ti ase kure friend no sama.
Ai. Okodi Asafo cemetery. All starting with gospel, you know, Mr. Manin Kosa.
Thank you for coming.
So we have a drum fin what yes.
I do, baby.
Could you slow?
Unokwa.
O si adie yo.
Buzumuru.
Ojo baji ba. Wa gospel sa ko wie birthday no. You know, akofa simpi aba. Most of the players Pep bought were not known and established in Europe, unlike Ancelotti. Survivor. So I agree with that contributor that things aren't going on well for Pep. For him to buy a defender and a striker in this lane window tells us that things aren't rosy for him. It's possible he could sink like Jose Mourinho. Klopp saw the signs earlier and he quit Sani Saliu. And anyway, so abofo abre. Doc, yejum kakrai.
General, name and come on OD and in a comparison no ye no. Do kai bia no kre. Omama no player we knew was why na yard was in Neymar. We knew why na yard was in Neymar. And Neymar GD say in modern football there are only two players who are better than him. Was Messi and Ronaldo. Clearly, I agree with him in total. Meaning they are dream Ebroso. Say Mbappe Nuruno. Di Maria Nuruno. Luis Suarez in Nuruno. Rivaldo Nuruno. Omo Modembe to tune Hunina Ubia in Nuruno. General, the Neymar, sometimes I ask myself, say, would football be fair? See it say Neymar anye Ballon d'Or da Bakakaje Ballon d'Or. It's quite funny and quite interesting. Sometimes it is what it is. Neymar APA at his peak when there is Ronaldo and Messi. He's still 32. And some of us feel that a Kwebisono, a Neymar say a Onoane lifestyle, say injuries and now whatever. But clearly, Neymar did not live to realize his full potential as a player. Me feel as a player can be Beno a Ronaldinho.
Okay.
After Messi ne Ronaldo. Maybe Ronaldinho. I may place Ronaldinho ahead of Neymar. But it's quite unfortunate. Say Neymar injuries near there taking a lot out of him. He's not a center forward, but it's amazing to know that in the history of Brazilian football, he's their all-time top scorer. Brazil are producing strikers. The almighty Pele, Romario, Ronaldo, Luis Nazário de Lima, name them. Yet it is Neymar who is their all-time top scorer. It tells you how proficient he was in his heydays. It will be Brejidi is a Neymar, quite Neymar Nkoye man, a can be na Brazil, it will be Nkoye. So for me, I agree. And Luis Suarez are fan in terms of talent and all that.
Okay. So
Minya shows in Jebinu Guy no Krenana or Kaye. General Man City, I had 3 signings in January. Normally, and your common practice, say big teams, ever since sign Bibri in a year winter transfer window and not January transfer window. No. But City, could him no money brace kwembia no omo pese omo eye bibi. Me feel say omo niema e form no Andy Boba akoso omo midfield ni titriu Mpempi. If you know any Guardiola team, the gentleman standing in front of the central defenders is very key for any Guardiola team ever flourish. Rebecca Sergio Busquets. At Madrid, I think it was Thiago Alcantara. Bayern Munich. Xabi Alonso so ebeboy. Man City in him dear Fernandinho Jumedi Odini die. Then came Rodri. And Edruabina Rodri Nikovacic and it looks like motivation level for some of the players have also come down. And at age. Kevin De Bruyne and injuries upon injuries. He's not growing younger and potency above from Bibri. Midfield said one of the biggest assets was the right fullback in Carly Walker. Clearly, Walker is no more part of the system. So Guardiola's attempt to rebuild his team is something break kakra. And they were confer Omar Mamouche Edinaba. Mijidi said Ordineba be replacing Alvaro the Ordinaco Atletico Madrid Julian Alvarez. Because Osha Alvarez one ma either so better actually do baby na oni Ellen Haaland abodi abum. Na me bisa me na no say e kwa be no ba be yusu ma Mamush. Because player was share 20 goals in 26 games in there. Oko find January and bench asem. So how no bet work the system no they absorb it Mamush. Another thing will be a person. Maybe he would want to play him from the wings. Which competitors and the wings on him? Savino, Anase, Jeremy Doku, Anase Jack Grealish. These are the guys as who decide this one. Who Guardiola or shed their top 2 to say there now Frankfurt for the Mama Mushino. But general is a good signing. January transfer window. So munya kwambe fa so e de na wura team nim kakra. If they expect so much from him, they say bit to me implode. Another thing be boa Ellen Haaland because Kamia ko say go shene nei Kevin De Bruyne mo de ma no. Bibia ya koto Ellen Haaland so if you bring Omar Mamouche is a good signing. General I'm saying Mamemfa Enuncianum Champions League in there clearly the big boys are still delivering with the exception of Man City. General who Man City are yeah, bunu say that. So Man City Pep Guardiola team a real game no. Who correct statistics about possession Man City 37%.
No defend it.
37% Man City defend it. Ye de natural taban. And ye bo musa bate. Ye bo musa na short win na man soon say wow. This is no Man City. PSG nya 26 shots total. City ball 9. Big chances PSG had 8. And they did not only outscore them, but they outplayed and outscored them. The interesting thing is that it is a game at first half, we are goalless. City came into the second half strongly, scored 2 goals, then PSG are taking over. Wow. They say they are on the verge of being eliminated at the league phase, but I think they can account for club bridge.
All right. The current happenings to Pep Guardiola and Man City have made me love this word, ephemeral. Yes, ephemeral. That I come in cancer, achim, asene, that way, ba. Okay, ephemeral, let's just say, short-lived, okay. What City is undergoing under Pep Guardiola is called peak performance theory. It's a great research and on its own in football medicine. It happens to great coaches, clubs, and national teams, especially when golden generational transitions are lost. Refining and solving these situations or such trajectories are really difficult. It takes a lot of time or a long time. MC Bakwal, Kombolo, Kotoko medical team member, anyway, Abraham.
But General, City situation, a bit more describing as ephemeral. City, dominance, and yes, short too. Omashi Crawford for over 6 seasons.
Yes, Omashi will be the Real Madrid 4 as also the Etihad.
Abo Champions League final twice. Ajibako. For about 6-7 seasons, they've been on top. And I don't think we can describe it as short-lived. Like dominance, you know, at Bapreku Pebina Ira. Leicester City for the
Guardiola about Premier League only twice spent 1 G League.
Yeah, so
that is counted in 2017, of course. 2020
under
Jurgen Klopp.
And how many teams in the team did not for 6 consecutive seasons? You know, how many teams?
With our individual honest and that of country, real football entertainment and its panache is with Ronaldinho Gaucho. He's second to none in this generation. Sandiness, Eliasimwe, Abraham.
Open fan up in football, Fedia. Ode Gaucho.
No, Gaucho.
Last night we can say Gaucho ye training. As in park, no sooner Messi, Ronaldo, Baba Yareba, and Ray Mubi Ebeko as in Makohe Gaucho training.
Wow.
Yes.
Sometimes when I come to Kumasi to watch Kumasi Asante Kotoko's matches, I feel like coming to your studio the next morning to greet you. But from the way you treat some of your friends, especially Opaki, I get scared of getting close to you. But when you get to know my secrets, I'm dead. WO2, Amponsa, Bema Camp.
Not just a W, who secrets for?
Oh, I had you. I'm having close friends, but somebody messages about. I want to be family. Yeah, no more dream. Bentisa.
Na yehu bibi.
Ye onkofo no ye onkofo o mo sheda on be how. Oh. Na messages no mo de ba no. E bia me ana me edit. O mo attack me. You expect me to read that message?
Unprovoked attack.
Yes. Unprovoked. Say NTK awa NTK. Me I would message Abraham say me nkan no. O attack me o message no. Personally. This be for program no.
But same TK crown can was somebody. Quarter rubber no.
Quarter rubber ya. We are back for the dynamic.
How anu quarter rubber?
Unum Kufo Gala.
Okay, Kufo Sagala.
Okay.
Ba quarter rubber de uni.
Uni no, okay.
Quarter rubber de.
Uni ba ko jusu. Ko jusu ko ntiki o mo.
Ko jusu ko nkrunki to enu jama se woni mu.
Quarter rubber na o.
O de woni me hona quarter.
Aba uni quarter.
The describer who you say yeri chiro.
Okay, yeri chiro dia.
White pimpi ni tino red and blue.
E de kata
content no.
Any kroji.
It is any BOG wo mi.
Yeah, any every way they see.
Quarter rubber around and it no. And it's around and any city.
Content
ni clean.
Ko boni me nyana.
Gu boni me be
Esi boni ma wo no. Oh, me brother, all right.
Yeah, go be na. Welcome go to that go be report can and buza and say ah. Nansa we almost say no den pa. Na ni apetese de na no den. Jai. Apetese de unya de correct and some be any
Okay, in WO2, me from us my fan ko soja for so we say mo dia me admamo dodo nti me from us mama so kra da.
Dia went man do bit me yes obona baso.
What is that?
We say soja for no say you reveal no. At least you have reason for doing that.
Do I need this from you at this time?
So me say soldiers for me agro. So binya ka soja ho asempe no aka.
No me here we through ho at this time 11:10. Is it fair to me?
So they went to man you beat me so say ubona baso.
Narrow. The Ferropa. Okay. You face here. The koka kutuma sa ho. Okay. Enti W min ka wasa.
Ya bra.
The years of Baba Kasayi. All right. Enti yanko enim kakra. Awa Mohammed and then na de be.
So you me pese me hwe Mamouche na me de link Egyptian players on my Premier League no.
Okay.
Say oye very happy say oye the first Egyptian player okwakoba Manchester City. At least yenya Riyad Mahrez wakwakoba Manchester City some couple of seasons and said you okoba me were interest e that story no. And of course said you enwa CAF the statement about say omo disqualify Congo Brazzaville e the CHAN tournament na e be baso no for fielding an unqualified player during the qualifiers no. And said you of course okoba me him. Okay. And then Winfred Zaha to Charlotte FC on loan from Galatasaray. Okay. Yes. Sisi also oko joining Major League Soccer no.
I see.
Yeah. Wow. So Sejo of course. Of course. And then you be the Australian Open semi-final now.
Okay. Tell Dr. Franco Naro that even Messi and Ronaldo don't come near Ronaldinho. Let's forget about stats. Neymar that doesn't come near Ronaldinho. Thanks, my boss. Therefore, Friday Abba, I don't know.
Some catchers and me place Ronaldinho ahead of Neymar.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so much this is Ronaldinho.
Okay. WO2, please, if you want to prevent Sergio from bringing your secret, then the only thing you have to do is to get rid of Dr. Franco Naro. He's a very dangerous man. He's the one fueling all the secrets of people. Inspector Wilberforce Asante. Police in this police in the also the Abaruno. Yes. Soldier the Aba police in this the Aba. All right. Baba police. Inspector, yes, Ropa.
You should get rid of me.
Yes.
Police
also now deadly.
Wow.
Now the I can make his comment. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Andy, you have other games in the Kakra.
Well, you know,
Madrid winning, Arsenal winning, other yes, Kakra be enough for you.
So you come on, just
now come on United game.
As a you can't football as a
Man United game,
now I discuss football.
United Rangers. Old Trafford.
Now we're discussing football. Yanko. Man United.
We're talking about Manchester City struggling.
Chelsea going
but for the first time in many years, Bayern are also struggling in the group phase of the Champions League.
Yeah.
So the two teams at Champions League in the last 6 years, Obian Timino Omumo, group phase of the Champions League, you know. Those two teams are struggling. Yeah, and he's a student of Pep Guardiola. Company, you know, Okoje 4-1 Munji Stadium against Barcelona. Aston Villa, nobody thought Villa, every team has hit my friend Bayern Munich. And Shekoya Santiago Jimenez do Makako Faso, Feyenoord do Makako Faso. So company also need to wake up. And Sergio Bayern also boys a lot of hype around the Bayern guys.
Yeah.
We will lose the year and look at the hype around him. Let us say he's still struggling to live up to expectations. And the company needs to wake up. And almost two central defensive pair is one of the worst centre back pair in Europe. last season they had almost even with 3 delete Kim Min-jae and Dayo Upamecano, they had almost and after Lucas Hernandez, Omuntimina a solid centre back, Omuntimina bi. Omo 4 money na players abo ne bo na omo de. Nti eno ahwekwan omo fa so consent. Look at the penalty Rafael Guerrero and so ebe course ye. Eti Kim Min-jae e de Upamecano anytime a team be share omo a obemu oni aye de na wakọ omo so bia no, they no bind always get exposed. And then obi o follow Santiago Jimenez in the Eredivisie no, one of the consistent top scorers in Europe. Yeka Jokeres, he's one player you can rely on when it comes to goals. Argentine born, I see a kind of Mexico, and then Bayern trade goals, you know, na Real Madrid, Oman started, but after the Bergamo game, Omulusu to AC Milan, general game no boy, I mean, we are doing say any game be an was through Bia. Who had the lives of Dead Deck, Kofu says something Beduma. These are not the top guys. In the European night, Robert Pessoa but the quality of the goals. And then Madrid different. The quality of the goals. Shakwanya first goal was a normal one, but the pass from Vini Jr. to Jude Bellingham, Jude, Edin and I can't born and son or go air for the first goal. And look at the assist for the second goal. So this is the first goal. The pass now Vini did 2 more Jude, Edin and I can't grabby a certain half for Rodrigo de Rodrigo Etumono. This is the pass. And Sergio, she how Vini turned and she control from Jude or set a ball man with ease. And the second assist from Jude Bellingham, back heel no, baby almost 30 game ni free. Any kind of fast some man, Rodrigo back heel no, you know, an fake. You don't expect such from Jude. Say game when you cause obetimi amada back heel na, otimdi you be a film. And so here Rodrigo awancha hokra. Jude ma back heel na, straight. You know, this is the back heel from Jude Bellingham. Rodrigo home quality ball that name. That was the second goal until Mbappe pressed goalkeeper no, and enya third goal no edemaye. And you need to watch the Vinicius Junior last 2 goals. A question on far so share the 4th one. How we see far ball no take it on 2 defenders and no place the ball to the far corner. And so I share almost place in Mbappe goal nini or press goalkeeper no and a goalkeeper no cut on match no edemana. Otimi at the ball at 2 at them. Omo nyina move from the left, omo ye deadly. And so Asha Mbappe move from the left, na Oba no say. Rodrigo move from the left, no Oba, no say. And you know, the same thing applies to Vini Jr. and Suf move from the left, na Oba no say. This is Vini's first goal, or you fair defender na free Muntem Kra, or the second one also. And you know, look at the placement, quality goals, and I'll be here from these guys in the Champions League night. And in the last 3 seasons, he has been the most decisive player in the Champions League. Into Madrid, Omasa Haba back. Obien himself on free group phase and almost best struggle, but gradually Oma picky pieces. Arsenal are there against Zagreb now we expected so much. But almost why a team at this season, Oma on and off. Oh, who's a Omo Besha no Makwakotia, who's a game the berry Omo Berry no draw. But almost so 80 million and in the Champions League this is they've not been bad at all. Almost so tries to move idea on bend. Declan Rice in the first goal in the UEFA Champions League. Oba Arsenal no about the home audience, but you know playing for West Ham no day, so we a chance to play in the Champions League. And this is the first time I know to it share goal in the Champions. The Arsenal, Mikel Arteta and the guys no idea. AC Milan gradually and so but Champions League in pan and in home. You know when you have those teams playing in the Champions League now more earlier. It's just going forward, you better say the old guys in the back. And Rafael Leao this season, he's playing very well in the Champions League. And you been about Nkwano Kostoli shown again the big guys and maybe the quality of goals so much. But then when AC Milan needed him in that game, or Sanchez or a player or betting I rely on him. Inconsistencies in the dorsal. But I think say you know when a very good coach, no only potential, I don't know pushing. He's one of the top guys.
back, front. I love you guys. Praying to meet any of you one day. Awal is too gentle, but he might be very dangerous. Bra Kwame, it's better. Nasadi we are brave.
You know, Barcelona didn't get too heavy. Barca, it's early days here for you to write anything off. But Barcelona to say Manchester United, Bayern Munich. When you see them winning the Champions League, you see them dominating domestically. Sana Barcelona tier. And it's almost a Barca almost brave fear I am not yet. This season they've been on and off. Almost 30 years. But they see more I did the amount because of the performance of ATM and then Real Madrid. Season a fin you all have. And they might beat me but for Madrid to take 7 points lead. Barca call 9, Madrid I bet you almost some more. Guys see gradually almost pick it together. Unten who say Mbappe share, Vini share, Rodrigo share, who 2, who 1, but almost pick it. Se Barca person almost Champions League na jina also wake up from their slumber. I also hope if you ne Barcelona to say the Americano. Bayern almost Champions League almost almost Bundesliga. Who say Manchester United they both Champions League final and also almost Champions League. We know almost EPL no. The same thing applies to Barcelona. Anytime you see them performing in Europe, it translates into their domestic performance. In the Barca person almost Champions League they are Benfica team I am say you don't struggle against them. They need to wake up.
Okay. And also an honorable Kojo Ba Ajiman. You see what the WO is telling you. The day will get you, Kojo Ba Ajiman soon as I do we are Bremen. Minima we say a threat.
A threat.
The day will get
you. The day will get you. Which means you not so good. Message you.
Oh, what did I say you?
She said, "I don't say any of them. Make my show simple."
I said, "You are so kind."
Oh, what from him?
What from him? Yes. Make my show simple.
Wait now, report.
Let's meet me at channel. So, Onyamia.
If you are a guru, no.
And you grew.
Me some hand.
See, actually, you are not going to do. Okay. I heard the former GFA president saying that Kumasi Asante Kotoko is the biggest club in Ghana. Pick the two teams. Pick the two teams. Hatofuk have more trophies than Asante Kotoko. Okay, they won 6 league titles in a row, and they are the only team in Ghana to have won the treble, and the only team that won the Champions League without losing a game. Even when it comes to critical games, you can't compare Kumasi Asante Kotoko to Hatofuk. Okay, Noah. Odoko Accra that's the way about no I can be a for message and now I was okay Real Madrid what a question okay you know what horse
Real Madrid Omonji treble da
Real Madrid
yes Omonji treble da
now okay Real Madrid
as I'm na me example so it's the only club I want treble
okay
Real Madrid treble da but can you tell me any other big club also chain
okay.
But so the name of so
I pick one.
If you want to argue,
among the first team, winning 6 league titles.
Oh, no doubt.
At Wasu.
Yes, no doubt. My cat titles in Ingina.
Okay. The only teams who are winning Champions League are one Lusu game. Yeah. That was correct?
No, Ali have won a Champions League. One make season.
Okay,
anything outside
Ghana. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah, no correct.
In the end, so they can say how to focus bigger than Asante.
I thought you were going to refute the point.
Yes.
Oh, like say,
is there an issue we want to discuss?
No.
No, say a joke. This I was say on any Adriana.
Yeah.
Almost about competition. I got to call him sponsor.
Okay. Enti yadi enonso besi anafa awa se waka one my headlines no be se me cover na fi was also the reference entichemu no abreye all right Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra me ne kwa chi bedi nkomo kakra na fi onoso akọ eye Niwat Scientific Herbal Clinic ashe na odin nkomo hwam kakra fi wa brain na fi yadi local stories na kan nyina enso abremo kwa chi se ho ye
ya me adum general
Then I the brain of pay.
Right. Abusuafo ye mo bibia che ni what scientific hospital ye ne mo ahia bi mo kai na hye ne so se ye ma be kyerɛkyerɛ ahodo a edi ho adwuma na se ye ho adwuma nko ya so ye ne mo be san so akyerɛ ne ma bi wo no mo a wankasa in a form of first aid na wankasa wa yufie na aboa ama enema so atimi akoso ma bia wutie me na o problem diabetes na ha wana say pressure stroke na aka wato form na so ba awo ho nsem fibroid ovarian cyst niema hodo ha wa ni what scientific hospital wa odie asthma te hyewa anaye ulcer na ha wo o prostate na yekese ama doctor dia homa akoto be mem na so onfa homa ntum bia oda adwon so ntentem odwon so bebransa na ade ache a ni what scientific hospital o kasa na pampan boni de akire ye frɛ no halitosis oba ni what scientific hospital a ye behwe ho asem aka e dia ma ye wo Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction ni adansu Rabank die nimhwe enkran so ye wo mile 7 achimota mile 7 ben Janet Konadan ye adwuma firi Juada kosi dame menda including holidays obetimi afre yen e wo 0244 0876 8702440 0876870244 087687 General yedin komo kakra especially nkomo no efa emema ho yie pa na ye wo problem bi a eha emema yie pa ya eno so ene akoma no ne ye mbibia General ye wo erectile dysfunction ene ye wo sexual dysfunction na ne nyina eha yen ewo ye naye mo ena afie mpa agudie mu na normally ya na ye tade sa problem we ekohye ebu ono mo a ebi anuane a yedie ye lifestyle so e play very very crucial role but ye woni pedua mu akwa wo yen system ni mu a eno so e play anase e contribute to sa ni ma we pa ya hodie ye hyedam fa yadwen ene ani nkoho na ene ebedi nkomo kakra wo fie na wafa pen wafa wo trodua na watwero niam kakra na onso atimi aye wo fie ama ho atɔ enti ade ba ko a eha ye yie pa no se na me kan no sexual dysfunction erectile dysfunction and say obu ono mo a atenka kora ye ne oba hie mu no oni bi oni atenka oni oba ehie mu ntino obu ono mo awarefo ebi okra onware mpo oni sa atenka ne se emra nim se bi a obenya feelings obetimi ne oba ehie mu ene ebi onso awarefo enso bu ono mo oba ne ni atenka be me ni atenka obu onso obenya atenka no se oni ne ho kan ni be hie mu enso bi a obena je so okɔ no bibia empeja na se onya we bia se bia ne bema ne be soro na se bibisa obi nso bema be sore enso wo ho no mo ogusu aye adwuma no bon se na adwene hyem ena obu onso a eduru bra wo se bia ne ho sane no na ne ho ensane sa ne ma we nyina ya de ka ho bi pa ema ye hia wo nemo a etai eha ye wo ho na nipadua akwa ahodo se ne mekan no ya e play major role e wo sa ne ma wo yemfie ni nko no no ene ba bedi nkomo e break akra di animi na afi obu onso a bia wo yare wo da dro bi so wo da diabetes draw so or that pressure draw so one no more check a weakening of system a weakening of sexual function no ama enema enkoye woni padua ni mo a eye ni what scientific hospital Dr. Paul ha enti ebedi nkomo kakra na sa yen organs ye ni padua ni mo akwa bi a place a rose ya yemfa ya drink ho no no yetimi edi nkomo doc wo beto aso na fi wa me ahwe eno so asemo aka
very well in fact de bia e ba na ye hye etiefo nkran se wapomode be wie pay ya na gina wa wo so enipadua no twa picture bi ma ho te se de okra wa mobile phone eduru ba bi na de yakɔ na sa yenkɔ ana sa de yakɔ no na ekɔ na so wo kasa nipa ne ntia na kyese bia mouth pin ana sa ear pin bi na mistake wo ho eno sa de ma repairer senso e wo bebre o wotimi de wo phone kɔma repairer no ama ear pin na na asa na yeye enso de baba beduru fie no na internet system no nya adwuma sanso na wotimi de phone kɔma repairer no aye ho adwuma enso so ba bia de kɔma no de wa ya amena wie nenso baby foforo a wan kan chance on fa nensan kwaka no de akwaka na phone no asɛ kora na niwa scientific clinic ye nhwehwɛmu nti ye frɛ scientific clinic na na hospital okase baby ye scientific process a just say ye fa kwan tene na bi so ana kwan soronko bi so ye nhwehwɛmu akɔhu ade ne pomasi brɛ ni apɛ kwan foforo so a ye de bepia ade na pia free ni padua ni nti ye scientific clinic na chese abodi no ye disi ye de to ye ho so na ye nhwehwɛmu kyerɛ ye sɛ yefa ememasama engina yi anase oba e bia na tenka ewo fomo a yehwe mu kwa akire ebi mo honoma na o makoma ne ha wo ho ebi so honoma na ne kidney na ha no ɔyɛ bɛrima ebi ana ne prostate ebi so hɔ ara na yɛ hormones na ɛwɔ ne mu na ebi nhyehyɛ yie ebi so yɛ genetic yɛde wo no sɛdeɛ nipadua no teɛ no na aba no saa ebi so yɛ yareɛ infection betumi aba mu na akɔfa saa nneɛma no aba obi so hɔ a na didie ne dieting system ne nyɛ odi nnuane bi a interfere with the DNA na akɔfa ne saa aba na baako a yɛamfa ya obiara mfa na adwen nkɔ so a yɛkɔhwehwɛ a yɛhu sɛ no koraa ɛyɛ adɔɔso akyɛn ne nyinaa ɛyɛ yɛ bɔnwono gallbladder no o gallbladder ɛhyɛ gallbladder yɛfrɛ no bɔnwoma anaasɛ bɔnwono ɛyɛ na ɛhyɛ ɔbrɛboɔ nim oku akɔkɔ a adeɛ green yɛ ɛhyɛ mu yi sɛ na adwuma a odi ne sɛ wadi aduane akɔ mu no the fat aspect and oil aspect of waduane a wadi no na gallbladder no brɛboɔ no aboa no ama na akyi biribi yɛfrɛ no bile na aba bɛgu so na anane no ɛno na process yɛfrɛ no bile emulsification sɛ bile no anaasɛ bɔnwono no antimi anane amboa anane fat ne oil na ɛwɔ mu na fat ne oil na yere ne ho dwane ɛbɛwura no nipadua no na ahyɛ ase esisi wo ntini no sɛ mu anane ana mu ante anya eurobi fat ne oil na mu ante anya eurobi anya eurobi ntimi undergo digestion no ade ne ho bɛbatabata wɔn sono mu ebi bɛba ntini ne mu na ebi abatabata wɔn nerves ne ho ɛbɛma lymphatic system na sɛ no ka ho bi na mɛma bebree ɔmate nka yira mɛma bebree ɔmɛma asɛm ayɛ weak ɛka ho bi na ɛma bebree ɔmo ni atenka koraa ɛma bebree fibroids ahodoɔ a ɛkreti no ɛne ɛma bebree a ɛyɛ ne nsuo bi gu ɔmo wo gallbladder na sɛ bɔnwono a ɔnyɛ n'adwuma yie ne n'ɛkɔfa asaade ne ba na ɔbɔnwono ne nyɛ adwuma yie ahwɛdeɛ de ba hwɛ ɔbɔnwono ne nyɛ adwuma yie a adeɛ a bɛdi bia ɔyɛ ntumi yɛ ɔya na ɔgya ɔnan adeɛ bi so wɔ hɔnom a adeɛ wɔ hɔnom a na ɔyɛ ma yɛ kutu te sɛ deɛ gas bi abɛfɔme wɔ yam no wobɛyi mframa saa wodidi ya na abɔfono woyam betimi awɔwɔ sɛ wodi makwa aduane no ne lemon mo ne ankaa mo citrus fruits mu a etimi ma yam wɔ wobɛka sɛ wɔ ulcer wobɛka sɛ obi a wɔ gastroesophageal reflux disease wobɛtimi aka sɛ wɔ gastritis ebi timi de hyɛ nneɛma pii ebi kura timi de kɔhyɛ colon cancer nanso wobɛnya abotre akom na ɔga bladder na sɛ ɔbɔnwono no na adwuma ɛnsɔ ani ɛno saa no ebe leading kakra kwa ma watenka na yira oyɛ bɛrima so a ɔbɛrima na ntimi mpagya sɛ deɛ ɔpɛ oyɛ ɔba a watenka ne makra ensuo betimi agu problems ahodoɔ na abɛfa ɛno ne yɛhwehwɛ mu kyerɛ sɛ ni what scientific clinic ɛne ade na obi ba yɛhwehwɛ nkɔ ne bɔnwono nim ne yɛnkɔ siesie ne bɔnwono ne ma no mepacho sɛ wotie mi a akwa ba akwa ya to na jeje mu pa wɔ man mu no ɛyɛ yɛ bɔnwono yɛdi anwa yɛdi ngo yɛdi enuane bi wɔ hɔ na ɔyɛ wom aduane bi a ebedi bia wɔ an iota of oil or fat kakra wɔ mu a ɛno ma nipadua ne energy saa fat na ebetimi anane ana oil no betimi anane a ohia sɛ gallbladder no ne brɛboɔ no ɔmo ka bom na ɔmo yɛ saa adwuma no ɛhɔ na ni wat yɛde ani akosi ehu sɛ saa organ yɛ frɛ no gallbladder nyɛ n'adwuma yi a etimi ma erectile dysfunction ne ba ana sɛ etimi ma even sexual dysfunction ne nyinaa etimi create nti ɛde ba bɛn na abɛyɛ ofie na ade asupporte na emo ba so a yɛhwehwɛ mu yi ama mɛsɛ fa wo phone no kɔma repairer papa nyɛ sɛ ɔbɛsɛe phone no onipadua no fa ne sɛ yɛ mobile phone fa kɔma repairer papa no ansiesie ma nyɛ saa wanhwɛ yi a sɛ phone no earpiece na asɛe na ɔyɛ earpiece ne ma wa mouthpiece ne bɛba abɛsɛe nti deɛ ɔpɛn deɛ ɔbɛyɛ nanso akyerɛ asɛm bɛyɛ bebree the Wa Scientific Clinic yɛgye onipadua no bɛtaa yɛ ni ase a yɛbɛbɔ mmɔden sɛ yɛbɛhwehwɛ mu akɔ akyiri ansa na ɛmu haw bia yɛyi atoɔ na haw so nim nso so a anaasɛ problem ɛwɔ mu no ne yɛde ato fam ne yɛwie yɛakyerɛ wadeɛ wɔ fie ma menkyɛ wadeɛ simple a wode bɛbɔ brɛboɔ no ho ban ɛne ɔga bladder no aya na lemons ɛyɛ ebia na wɔ ulcer wontimi use citrus fruits kɛse ti bibi te sɛ ankaa lemon lime abrobe saa citrus fruits ne saa busuakuo no ɔmo na ɔmo bɔ yɛ bɔnwono ne ho ban ne yɛ brɛboɔ ne paa because ana vitamin C ne wɔ mu ne dɔɔso ana sɛ mako enso timi bɔ yɛ brɛboɔ ne ho ban na sɛ gallbladder ne paa ebia na wo tie mi na woni ulcer what wadi wochi orange lemon ana sɛ orange ne mienu mu ba akɔ gu nsuo ma jana mani nsi hɔ kakra sɛ nsuo no ɛhyɛ jana ne nsuo ne mɛdwo sɛ nsuo no nso adwo dada ma ne ngumu kakra for bɛyɛ sɛ 20 minutes nsuo ɛfra vitamin C a na etimi yɛ adwuma yie because ɛyɛ water soluble vitamin na wanom saa nsuo no mebacha ɔba ne saa hohoro gallbladder no ma na hoɔden hyɛ ne aniɛden sɛ ɔnyere ne ho na ɔnyɛ adwuma so sɛ de bɛyɛ a ɛma sexual dysfunction no ɛngyina wɔ so nkyɛ apart from ɛno no ɔba ni Wa Scientific Clinic a yɛ training ma wankasa bɛyɛ doctor ne bi na aboa ma nipadua no efi bi ntenam
General T sene ka no oba ni what scientific hospital a hospital na oba system ye adwuma oba we say ye lab ye be ye we see Charles Council be twa mfidie bi ye di behwe ni padua no hu ba bi amfonso na yare bi wo no ye adwuma no nti enye Herbal Hospital na akwa omo ye sunsum nsem ni begina prayer so ne ye nye bi wo he ho ne ye hospital nti mesrawo oba kai na hye ne so mesrawo number no fa obesim se waba me pacho di kai friend ansa o ko ba bi na onim honom na onkita obi number ha adwen ye pento fa number na memfa keke se bigu ba bi da besim so person ba bi di kai friend na ye ma direction no me pacho fiber na ha wo ovarian cyst anase halitosis obo no ma wo de ya wo ho sema warefo ka se da bia mo enu mo nkamu na momra na ye ncheke bonkum ni fanya na he ba bia mfonso no efri ana wo de pressure na ha wo asthma ntishewa obi ono ma ho a otitimi ye oya pa wonu ma de kura besro pressure no wa na wa check ni ye and obi onso na o prostate na kese ye de ahoma akoto bemem kura no a kan wakoma to ye mbrani what scientific hospital na ye hwe ho asem enka emfama o kan na hya ne nso se oba ye ho no mo a enye nunu nkwa ne de ma ye san kyerɛkyerɛw de wo sewdie de ni sewdie bre wo sewdie bre ni sewdie na enu no bo no mo ya san de ama se wan kasa ko fie ko no a isan se nyi ni nyina ne be no bi ko bu no ma wo no a enam se enche ni ti no ye be se wan kasa de ko na wan kasa akọ no a ye be san kyerɛkyerɛw se haban we dua we buwe kan ofa we kan ne ade na wan kasa nso indirectly no ye kyerɛ wadwuma no wo fie se be ya bibia ni amese wan kasa betima your first aid wo fie na wo de ahwɛ ho ne ko ba se bia antentam a wodu ani akyerɛ mu ɛwɔ yaso ye wo Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction ni adansi rubber die ni hwɛ enkran so ye wo mile 7 achimota mile 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan ye adwuma efri Juada kusi edamemenda including holidays na ye adwuma number ni ne hia frɛ yɛn ana obetimi a WhatsApp yɛn number wo ye ba bia wo bia betimi a WhatsApp yɛn na ye di nkomo so number ni 0244 087687 0244 087687 0244 087687 na ye beji usu general.
Okay, ye beda mwasiye Papa Kwachi and a Dr. Paul. Ni what scientific herbal clinic numbers no and monfre nafi muni omo eni enkomo Dr. Paul. Manfo HL ye papa. Nana almost me musao chili pepper no any a friend say black pepper at the crown.
If I change the crop, the black pepper ye a soro visa, chili pepper ye makunti antiana yanko kono.
Okay.
Then I'm tired hatamane ye dry no.
Okay.
I'm tired ye makusampa.
Okay. Okay. The no now say one from fra cinnamon.
Any ginger. Perfect combination.
Wow.
We've been trying
chili pepper,
cinnamon and ginger. We've been trying on Franca.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Remember Duke Sepa. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's it. Dr. Paul, Masa Okasa, now what for the preoccupy? Or you brutal. Kessben Television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 2.9 Accra. Let Andy help me with the reason behind Bayern's poor performance yesterday. Crucial Raul, Edway Fritan also Amstead, and Abre and Anope, Jamsko, SCDB, Joe Kofi Adams, the new sports minister, said he supports Kumasi Asante Kotoko, which is dangerous for Asante Kotoko. It will open a door for them to rob us when we complain. We'll say the sports minister is a Kotoko fan, and how can we rob you? So you shouldn't have disclosed that. Kofi Adams, the new sports minister, said he supports Kumasi Asante Kotoko, which is dangerous for Kotoko. It will open a door for them to rob us. When we complain, they will say the sports minister is a Kotoko fan. And so how can we rob you? He shouldn't have disclosed that. Kofi Adams, Genisen Kasa Asam no Kra, so support us Asante Kotoko. If Zoro Odina no Akokano, Ombe Kuyen, you could be a noa, Omaka minister, or Mohabeni tomorrow. Into James could or the Abba, I don't know. House of Folk lost their last match before entering into the money zone. So they lost a match. What check check my here. Or claim time House of Folk Champions League, you know. Oman lusu game bia no de
group stage no Oman lusu.
O say Oman lusu game bia.
Just from prelims no.
Yes, it does a draw and now win. Okay. Intimacy all year. Sorry, research I say Omo elusu Omo last match before entering into the money zone. Okay, jam school. And so I don't know. Stephen Ohineku Nadiwe Abba award winner, I think you should be bold to read messages that unveil your other side. Okay. They are not personal attacks. It's true. Doctor always fuels everything, but his jabs to you is always mild. He should be bold and hit you hard. Is buffalo still your favorite food? Ohineku Okes, senior house master. The least said about you, I'm saying, the better. Because we will be our foul. You know why you be a senior house master? Because me, you can't want some more. But fancy pee at the bar. See, you are worried. Oh, ma. The be an only woman in the program. If you are conference, my feel. To the media, why? Ohina ku yemfa no body channel.
Yeah, na me omo attack you on provoke. Me means omo no mo de omo ba.
Oh yes.
Because oh yes, one car hey.
All right.
No, I said
okay. Senior house master, okay. I didn't go. Oh, you go. How about you?
Yo. Na me hear Omar Mamouche ne signing na Oba be join Manchester City. Say yo, eno ama why the first Egyptian player Oba be join Manchester City. Yeah. Manchester City nye club amota sign Arabian players.
In a role as a guy and also who born dog.
So say yo, recently ye benya Riyad Mahrez at least at a point in time from Leicester City Oba joining Manchester City. Wa boni humo the league titles on waji and it UEFA Champions League no oka. Omo list of players now mo ka ho mo gi no for Egypt say yo omo nya players omo ba England nya ground breaking results pa typical example here Mohamed Salah but say yo before Mohamed Salah obeka Amr Zaki from Zamalek Oba Wigan say yo na within short stint na virtually top clubs in Europe were chasing for a signature. Now at a point in time Real Madrid and Liverpool at a point within the English league top scorer no Emmanuel Adebayo any Robinho Kwana at that point no Molidino. Ebeye short stint pe wa mebo too much of ebia obeka se bia just 1 year be pe 1 year no kwa wentimi amon we because needs to Bruce enya kasakasa at that point Wigan Athletic. And Amr Zaki was one of the guys who came and really tormented defenders in the English Premier League. Even before that yenya Hossam Ahmed Mido na at a point no so Ajax Obebo Tottenham Hotspur kakra. But I think with the coming of Omar Mamouche, he's going to add up to Mohamed Salah to lighten up the English Premier League as part of those from Egyptian contingent, Yes, Yebenya Mohamed El Neni at Arsenal. At a point in time, we had Al Muhammadi from Sunderland, Obebo, Aston Villa kakra. And even currently, the captain of Ipswich Town is an Egyptian.
Okay.
Mikasa Mosi. So, Egypt na nkasa asomai omo players it was recent na obe unso mututu kwan omo nye amanfo mututu kwan majority of them no mo pese omo ball mo league na mekai around 2007-8 season Everton came with £8 million for the signature of Mohamed Abu Trika at Nadi Al-Ali so omo ton and say you omo ton oboya kopim so be free Nadi Al-Ali out free okoye and omo akyere se mpempi omo nye omanya omo players tutu kwan. That was the season so Obekai at 2006, 2008, 2010. AFCON no mobejina. Mpempi dudu no mo players no esi akan. Ewo mo man mo. Mekai even Ghana ha no mo babejinu. Said you na only 6 players pe and a board outside Egypt. The rest of the 18 players na they were playing their football in Egypt. It tells you how said your league no ide. Omo hihye ni ye ama ye tua players ke you bi atena. In as much as say you omo pientem ubeka Mohamed Salah mo pientem tie no that leverage Omar Mamouche has also been one of the guys omo pientem. That's one of the reasons, but enyesa the Egyptian players intend to quite. And Omar Mamouche said you based on the performance or their danedy entrant Frankfurt and said you I think say he deserve that amount going to Manchester City. And or you'll be options. Said you is player betimi abo both right and the left wings he can lead the line and he can also play just behind the striker. So Oyo Ubia Obabe added up a lot of quality to the numbers. For me, I'm very happy seeing him at Obabe joining Manchester City, Oba County, and also Beboa Emmanuel. So Oba Kai Afcon Oshay, Yeni Egypt during that 2-2 draw now. Onona Oba Kai that Inaki William back pass now, Okoma, Entimian Kuyi. Ama or take anima ni koye 1-1 before se Kudus de bako kan ema ni koye 2-2 and Mustafa Fati take ano. So we wish him well. Omar Mamouche joining Manchester City. So you Winfred Zahan so eko joining Charlotte FC. Ewo the Major League Soccer. Charlotte FC ehonum Harrison Afo akobo honum da at a point in time over the Major League Soccer no. This was a player with a full promise. Born in England at a point, no person Obama England, but Ntimi or switching the nationality every bomber every course. But during the last AFCON, only coach Jean-Louis Gasset at a point in time, omoya friction. So he was not one of the guys here name no Emma Nebebo the AFCON. No. But the Ivorians went all the way and won the AFCON. And after that, you know, from Crystal Palace or joining Galatasaray, but said you Niema Shedan Kuye Ewo Winfred Zaha carrier no Ewo Galatasaray no. So he's now making a switch joining the Major League Soccer side, make Charlotte FC the Major League Soccer no. So it's now around is in the region of 30, Seju, around 31, 32. So Seju says age, you know, and Shedan Ninafa. Major they say he's now in the twilight of his career. One player Seju injury Ahano Paye Joseph Edu Seju, Black Stars defender. Yeah. Obekaino Celta Vigo. Sure. That game against USA in Mexico, boy, no. That was around October, November 2023. And Okoprai, Sejo from then when seen that then Oba back to Celta Vigo after around 9 months of injury. Yes, there were some couple of matches as this season. Watching a bench, but not too much of numbers in terms of Oka Minisa. Uhia, indication about a real Valladolid, Meki, a case for the signature. So Mbeti on loan. Now we free Celta Vigo because per the experience was show and the quality I watch the Spanish Premier League, you know, they did midfield so betimi aboamo and Valladolid baby na Mohamed Salisu eno before so make it switch to Southampton later on or Cotonou Eco AS Monaco. So for me, I think say based on game time I'll be here no. For me, say Otiminya that switch, you know, from Celta Vigo to Real Valladolid na beboa and enye ono kwa ni Black Star carrier so beboa because since that AFCON qualifier ni boy no ye ne Madagascar mo boy ye kobo the 2023 AFCON say you who Joseph Edudin or Black Stars mo when you long layoff in terms of injury and we are one of the things I said you affecting you. That's the reason why yen shedden hunu or Black Stars and say so you nyame boa on the 27th of this month nyame boa Monday no CAF Ababe release say Mohammed V National Theatre ewo Rabat ehonum na the group draw for AFCON 2025 na ebaso so nyame boa Monday say you by the close of Monday no ye be various groups are teams na den ebabetum. Unfortunately AFCON is bouncing back to Morocco and yenka ho eno ye one of the things e yare hosem ebe yare wo pa si ye tina wo TV na yenhu Ghana yenhu Black Stars yen place I do mo say omo adon the Black Stars JC no mo bo AFCON so say you eno ni asema ekoba theater Mohammed V ehonum na draw no ebeba so medikai ka say CAF a disqualify Congo Brazzaville e wo CHAN tournament no they fielded an unqualified player omoni Equatorial Guinea airborne that time na ye ni Nigeria bo no mo so bo so say you as a result of fact na Equatorial Guinea dia to no CAF a disqualify mo so omo the Equatorial Guinea ababe replace you mo or that competition mo. Unfortunately for Congo Brazzaville, they were supposed to be in a group with Sudan, the defending champions Senegal and Nigeria, but due to say omo failed the unqualified player no say you you omo free am Equatorial Guinea ababe bo CHAN tournament no say you
okay me nyan ntia say Hatofuk elusu ye to DC Motema Pembe 2-0 okay 2-0 until the other by someone lose game no it is not true. They lost 2-0 to DC Motema Pembe from aggregating by 4-3 okay next is has to forget winning 4-1 first leg 2-0 the 4-3 aggregate okay until now and also I don't know Douglas good morning that is saying Hey, okay, it's 96. Wow. I won't Papa Mati. All right. And Chakwa make it local stories, no, and so a bet try and so. Kofi Edway Toronto, Canada, former President Nana Addo told the whole world that he was a Kotoko supporter. That he's a Kotoko supporter. What's wrong with that? And the jam school, the other by say Kofi Adam say Oya Kotoko Nino. And Sasahi and Sahi. And there is nothing wrong with that. And I'm
and so you kotoko net just kotoko benya advantage and cheresa and cheresa
na almost no ma eme track onwa so ombe boa class of support
yes
so it end if you hokra and jam school dia no no I quite make it local stories no ebe brain and chekra na okay awa
say you you say Australian Open koso.
Yes.
Yeah, but na me monitor Arina Sabalenka the game against Paula Badoza. No, she was leading. But ni enya move before say Yebrem.
Okay.
And of course, say you Arina Sabalenka, the last 2 Australian Opens ni na say you ono no wawini.
Okay.
2023, 2024. And going forward, no, I see based on fact that not only you know, I see a beating Paula Badoza. And of course, say you Ekobani sa should Edgar Swiatek also beat Madison Keys. It's going to be an all champions affair. An all champions affair.
Okay.
And for Iga Swiatek,
I don't know what you're saying.
Nature say, Omo winning Grand Slams, no da.
Okay.
Omo winning Grand Slams, no da. We say for Iga Swiatek, we're winning 4 French Open titles. Make up 2020, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And was our winning US Open 1. But ye ka Australian Open on winning bida. Say yo, ebema. If Iga Swiatek and Arina Sabalenka is finals now, you been a tough game to watch mana film. And based on the fact that Arina Sabalenka no leading, for me I fancy a beating Paula Badoza. Paula Badoza when you be wajidi just some major shocks be kakrebi and wakose. Madison Keys said you on also 2017 she lost against Sloane Stephens in the 2017 US Open final no and wako final da but meeting Iga Swiatek said you I fancy Iga Swiatek beating her to the final spot na so nyame bo mana from no Saturday umebo final no na Sunday omabo final for me mana from unse ochina na meka semi final no semi final of those games no e bi baso ne na ebi sata to aso china said you it was Lupino.
Okay. And so no. Please, I'm Kingsley from Dunkwa Kadadwen. I want more updates on Real Madrid and Chelsea Football Club. Now the question be no. And so Abba na wabusa na fi mensa efri takwa yeda sepa munyina no de abeto hatofok ani DC Motema Pembe anu free Congo sa embreno. President John Dramani Mahama is someone who is really keen on sports and doesn't joke with his ministers at that position. Under his first term, he used 5 sports ministers, namely Kofi Humado, who started serving under late President Mills' era, Afriye Ankara, Mahama Yaraga, Mustafa Ahmed, and Ni Lante van der Poel. Interestingly, if Kofi Adams is approved after vetting, I know he won't last long at that position. But what I've carefully analyzed on what he has said, what he has said means sports isn't an area he really likes, but he's interested in boxing instead. Sports ministers become popular and unpopular because of football. Offering leadership and managing various persons can be said, but the reality on the ground is absolutely different. Ababio Michael and anyway, and so Brian Shankus. At the same,
you're a boss player.
You're the Nago Pasipa. Papa, what you say? I'm one number.
And maybe, or how I pay you.
I feel my potato cream. Maybe I mean, and then in Symbia or Church or Bremy was a minute chat to become the good screen is. Na go bia ready bi. Yes, tie pa. Can there be over bia the chat no the brave no. No go TV no so. No bia hu no. All right. Yanko na yene Dr. Dawood. Asweho na Shankus ifri ebae. Ma inti we na the brave manfo.
But as a general, ma yen share ya hwefo ni atifo nyina. especially mo a mo hwe dwumadi Western North region. Baby a wo hwe free bia na ye chiao. Dwaboso Government Hospital. General omo hwe dwumadi pa. Ye chia doctors and nurses and administration for nyina. Dawudeba Hospital said Seju Erika kana wishan for ayaresabia no ewo Western North region headquarters na ho ne ho enti na abribia ye ba na ye kai ho enti mu amwo sehwini na mpotem bi other part of bono ni nyina na okwa asanwe nso a ye wo memenda kokko agbaji krum kwan no so ho na Dawudeba Hospital wo oba Ashanti region so dia mesere ya bepiem wo Kumase edweso to be precise abrosan akane na Metro FM yemu adwuma ho na Dawudeba Hospital wo e adwuma joda kusi memenda baby a wo hwe free bia no de hia ne so obefa ka abisi Kumase usi Kumase afra edweso ka kire meet na driver wo kire ne so obisi wo krapa Metro FM obisi Accra highway kwan ho pe ho na Dawudeba Hospital wa ye bo adwuma ye adwuma joda kusi memenda me pa che wo hye no nso kwese de anko na yenye adwuma enti sabre a wo hwe yin menim yare a ehawo ebre ni nti ma ma yare so e no nkyere se Dr. Dawud enye ho adwuma de hia ne se ye number na egu screen na se no befa no afre doctor enti ye kasai ebia na wokoto ade ebia na wotekam wo ye in a hurry say ohia Dr. Dawud number mesro obetima peke every screen na se anase for the sake of ubia OTS abre no Fred Dr. Dawud yare bi e how bia gie ne yare nko ana Dr. Dawud enye ho adwuma wo ho enti se weni how de a Dawudeba Hospital enye ho adwuma number is 0244 886437 0244 886437 ofra Dr. Dawud no obekasa me sure yare no eye den na wadwen ho ama isi de aduru no asa no odin e de ama wo ebi e ba ya na ye ka mema ho asem na ye ka ma asem bare ne de ye ka ho asem no se jo ye nua ba bi e ba ho nra na oba ho the first day oba ho no obi a no hospital obi ahu no I'm sure said the na medwen no ana no odwen se jo ababa wa sebi uhu na yare e friend typhoid fever ama na ye se abrewa bi a wadi be se 70 plus se jo uhu lady ne picture before na enra oba review oh nyame nshira Dr. Dawud Dr. Gusu Boadwuma den baby a wo hwe bia no mesre yare no ebu obi ane se de ne de enso ye no to anamona bra typhoid fever very common because ye need ye did ni enom ye nya free fimu obo aduane a wodi na salmonella typhi bacteria na ebia na ebi wo ho but the science ye mfa ye ni hu nti na wadi ensuo bi a wonom na ebia bacteria ni bi wa no no enya bi where typhoid is very dangerous obi o typhoid fever ono akọ hospital doctors are catching and say when ya typhoid fever but afa no normal na enua ba na we say oba ye no sanka obi hu na anka obo say typhoid ye yarebone Dawudeba Hospital say when ya typhoid fever menfe ni agro because obi wo ha ne ho ye hye kakra bi asejo no akoba bi eto aduro se manya malaria no akoto malaria aduro ye kase bi na enya malaria ena eyo enti na da bia Dawudeba Hospital ye ba ye ka kire wo say de ekoso oni peduem no se wonko hospital ema doctors en kan kire wo say yade sei na ha wa susu nunum nro ahwe bedru ba bi na be affect your liver typhoid fever betima ma ho hye fever ne ba say ya obon so body temperature na be rise ena bibifo nso de agise ye ni ehu onyanya symptoms na say na ho ayehia no afa no akoto adru utitimi dwaw utimi nya severe headache utitimi paiwa no painkillers mesra obroni can say me was too much of everything good is bad ade bia mo no so eye bone more na wonu painkillers no o san say woni pedua na kwa bi brother Dawudeba Hospital wanya typhoid fever edura na jo a wuntimi nna edura na jo na ni guso saa o se ma short moja bebre ta yes ade no o wuntimi nna no akọ ba bi eto aduru o se me to moja duru ono a prescribe aduru o be nom no akoto Dawudeba Hospital say to anamona bra ebia na typhoid fever ebia na wunnim de how enti ne ye ka kire o se bra wo hwe ye wo de to anamona bra say typhoid fever Dr. Dawud etena se anopa ekosi anwumre make say doctors and nurses ɛwɔ hɔ egu so yɛ adwuma dendenden enti ebra wo hwɛ yɛ sabre no to anamo na bra yɛ hospital hɔ doctor bɛboa wo de ne nyɛ typhoid ba sɛ jo yɛ kasa nyina de hawo ɛne sɛ o prostrate wanya hawo bɛma bia no mpaya ya na yɛbɔ ne sɛ yɛde yɛade no bɛsan akɔ asomdwem sɛ jo but mɛma ni bi wɔ hɔ a yɛtimi ɛto yɛn safrɛ obi odwabo bi ase na general ɛsan sɛ yɛahyɛ ne catheter nti wontimi mpie mene guy bi for ka sɛ jo nipa brɛ young guy yɛahyɛ ne rubber na ɔkɔ a okura ne container areho bɛma bi a wɔhwɛ yɛ bi anda wo de ba hospital sɛ wo prostrate no ɛho atɔkyema Dr. Dawood situ anamo bra krapa Metro FM wa daddy yɛahyɛ rubber kra bra ɔbɛboa wo yɛbɛyi catheter na wobɛyɛ free wo de ne bia ne yɛnya nnuru baabi yɛbɛhyɛ wo catheter na emum no ota dwonso toa so ntentem wo de no gyina ho sɛ wɔte sɛ dwonso de no okogyina ho sɛ sɛ dwo ɔbɛdwonso a sɛ me baa yɛ a me hyɛ kasa asi na ade ne mai e bank tinkete ye baka kra na asizi obi timi ba ɔsɛ doctor ade na hyɛ hɔ ama ma ya ase kra ya me ya oba Dawood ba hospital a Dr. Dawood si bia ma yaresa e bra wo hwɛ wo de to anamo bra obedura ya hyɛ catheter kra ye be treat you Johnson no na ema yi a ne nyina ebehwe e na etiefo nhyɛ no nso sɛ odwonso toa so ntentem nyine nyina na ɛsɛ prostrate na bi e ha wobam obo anane de ne yɛ diabetes but onim ne history of yare na ɛha no no oba ne nyina Dr. Dawood bɛboa wo ye kasa mema ne tie kyire sɛ apagya general Dr. Dawood no wonya bedru hɔ nko ade a ye kasa yi on fa reho nko fie mema bebre sɛ jo obi de ayɛ bi nsanom obi won kra won nam onom nsanom yes kyire nsɛm dɔɔso
you know the good ano see the trust ano problem bi o wa na as ye kasa nyina o kasa nyina o si trust
ade we de pagya ni je nko a
that's right
o ye bema na tentimi pagya na de be pagya no e sa se da kra na ade menya betu ayi nyo sa pagya o pagya
Dr. Dawood de onya kitikiti sa bi
aje enfie no kostro best pagya oh pagya papa oh jo pagya na pagya kra ga Dr. Dawood adawro man
yes
ebe pagya
ano nese bi TV ni yi na wa o ye ya
yo pagya pa
to yare na onya no aduru
yo nyesa wo kan
bele makachiro
zero what I say that is what I say o say emfa wo ni age ade no say akoma no da so ye adwuma ade ni yentini moja no pompe na efamu a ebia na ye diabetes na akoso sade o de na ebia na ye pressure make sense so ebia wanya infection bi na mi yare bi sade ne ha mema pa obi onya ya che onim se bia sa time na che kra but infection bi ti syphilis se jo obi timi atena o system moja ni mu a ma de akowu na edi wunya ama obi severe waist pains ama be ma bi wo ho a ono oba ahia mu a se jo oni oba ne have affair na ne yam timi hye no na ade na dwo obi kra ho a se jo onya page na ba ko eno ano no Dawood ba hospital say bomade atu anamo bra Dr. Dawood beboa o page no de daddy emfa woni mfia wenya oba doctor behwe am bibia ye kama awo nso a finally menua ba wo hwe me Dr. Dawood say ya wo aka wakoma to yem na bra to anamo na bra na ye live program say ya say yo the last time message na doctor ma o kan lady ne send ma doctor live
okay
enti awo no ne be ma na tena che awo ne ma be ma mentra on kasa me yere nwo be ma wo na otimi nyim oba na kra de no mema bebre otimi ne oba ahia mu kama ba say jo ne hunsuo ni ntimi nyensen oba but wo kan o de problem ni nyina eso e oba no ba bia wo hwe free bia no eyawo a bomade atu anamo bra oba ye be yenhwehwe mu e fibroid na esi awo na kwan anase infection bi na ama na basa anase bi a wo de enu hwane enti wo ne be ma ne hia mu a na nsuo na sen aba oba bi wo ho na wo de na no ayedin enti wo ne be ma hia mu a na nsuo na sen aba ni nyina Dr. Dawood beboa eye gonorrhea syphilis a ni nyina ne se ya ma direction no obi a wo pane gonorrhea pane be ze de o se jo still enko obi timi fro se ya kire se onko fa we onko fa nsafuo mesrew wan hwe abanum aduru bi na ekire nsem akoye bibre hospital no we dwo so krapa Metro FM building mu ye adwuma Jordan kusimemenda to anamona bra. Dr. Dawood number is 0244 88 64 37 0244 88 64 37 Ofra Dr. No Bekasa. General, my uncle Ghana Immigration Service Jabuso Commander DSI Bar NRF Inspector Jima and Ghana Immigration Service for you now. Yamin Shaw, General.
Yeah, that's it. Ubusa doctor one question at a time no ayo na samia unya dro unya dro dia se ne na mo okay eri asmo
I'm trying to boys no argument say so mo say we be man say what higher sex ya unya prostate ni bi na mo say don't bo say am not the munya sa na me de minim ti bi no say doctor o mo say science bi na here research
no na here research it's even me haro
minim say doctor
so person wo ni ji ho taye o se bibia ye man bro so enye so what you say enti o ye man bro so kitikiti definitely enye but we are in moderation eye pa
e bia na doctor is research ni
jarman fan ayi nkom sra pa o ye de be o ye de bebre
o de be say bia dro say that bia dro say
what do lawyer Safu Duku was studio ha anybody didn't come kakra mon friend numbers na sankus edi tu dwa no na fe yenya ho adwuma emfa emamo adamu hia bia no monko Dawood Heba so ye na ombeboa mo pa Charles York Sakama Nakra o se beda wasepa de message ade bae awal beti no asopempa Charles York Sakaman Accra, thank you so much. Lawyer Safu Duku Akwaba.
Yo, me just so mu.
Say yeah.
Oh, nyame adom.
Ele nyako pasi.
Omo de dia na say.
Yeah.
Na wo de ne ya.
All right. Odo nya papa na manfo nsemienu na mpese nka wo claim o na se bia later wo nsem bia mpese de tuda. Na se oba ha betutu bomb bia wo ko ya. No so ko fan sempi e ba ye no. Ma wo de be ba so.
O mo da wase. Say wo de Saturday na ma me say, ma me ekoto kwajuma.
Na fa meka sansem na yemro obia ka wa mfa na beti
ye pese ma manfo hu say Ghana ha institutions na say enema me say ma Ghana didi pa na emiensa didi kai osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah me boa
yeah
etoso me no ye Black Stars na me say wan
wa fa shewe so na ko ko asem
they say osaji for owai do so ni ho yetimi ko fa namba Black Stars so say so ba bi o mu gina no untimi mfo mo ho se biem but the betima ye ni ye pa ma Ghana asa peja ye kotoko
so kotoko so say untimi mfo wo me
ena me tima se ni betima ye ni ye
betima peja na Black Stars ye peja ni
Black Stars ko peja se ni o man ni na asem akotoko no de e special brand
me mo ta no aka sa
don't worry sampa unza na nya no ina ba
sa
kotoko se ni na ani mo sampa ana so
okay lawyer mpacho ana manfo epe the latest efa wona ujina ho ema Kumasi Asante kotoko supporter etuo ekanani
that's right
ema ko fan sempi ebae na fi asem no opeja ese wangasa obedi akire aye lawyer e de ama brand ni din kura friend say Augustine upon na onye hwe free mredudu a odi akire nyina no nyade a waji bibia e de free sa brand ho latest and saying that time we dey etutu dwa wa wo ha dey be so chechire mu sign asem na kosi odi tu dwa se sika bi apiem bepem ne sign na kosi sika no gender ben na kwa be so na wo fa so agisa 1.4 million Ghana cedis
e ko bia sa be kan
e bia sa be kan
o so bia na interest no o sika no ndi no ye da kan
no ni ye sika no
ya ma hu sa do je metima kan say
wa ko diskai se be yes sika no beba
na sikaje na enafem no ko bi ese fa so bia no se beje to mo mre kakra bi mo bete mo asa ne nyina ne betima kan bagam mo say strategies bi
okay
but I can assure them say sika no say TV beje ma branch
okay
Ghana court ne say enyema no
Ghana court
high court
okay
ne say ni tie beje do
wow na asem no appeal bia mem e me so chechire mu
appeal bia mem my judgment no on the 2nd February 2024
okay
Ghana so civil case where you appeal within 6 months they tram o chance you in up to 6 months no cause it's almost 1 year ndi
Yansanka notice of appeal bia.
Okay.
Makoye search.
Okay.
As at the 6 months, no, that 6 months, no. Court is obi an appeal.
Okay.
In the appeal, the Krakodo, this kind of one, baby, as a baby, in the bay do.
In the Banasana, no court, no court, more ensure says Karamotia. Nemo a
one hour for crime is wow.
Okay.
Do you be a man to me now? Indeed, you come for so many years can be on, or you be a court in the wall. A man to me a day.
I see.
So you cannot send the panel chest in no channel, or come out there. Kikriviano. When Piano goes to a creek room.
Okay.
The Greek is never Ghana 2 minutes.
I see. The branch and any Munkusibe time.
Oh, Joe, I can assure you, say within the next few weeks.
Yeah. Branch and Muhuno, TVs, Neniba, Korea, off cry. A cockra. Wow. Kumasa Santi Kotoko. Inti.
I just said, oh, your fuga crack. Oh, and carry it to me.
Yeah.
Only remember.
No more your fuga crack. They drive in here, now.
They wouldn't drive to Obrepa.
Yeah.
So because I say, I was your crack.
I see.
Do you know, have me a hammy? But we discuss what do enough.
Okay.
Bye, Veggie.
All right. Into Nabutre, lawyers in San America's
in the next few weeks.
Few weeks. Okay.
He said, it's not because of 14 billion.
14 billion. Wow. Wow. The second one,
5 years in
5 years in as I'm not wow. Second one here, Omo some more court, Beppim, the minimum as some normal career. As Antigo supporters are
young can
one can we
5 to me, Habibunum. A bracket of the nation's FC ball last year, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, one more. I charge them for assault.
Yeah.
Assault, Nesby or Ubi, but would you whom at two bis?
Ubia Mobia.
That will be as you be a manzanko, who now is your two bis.
Okay.
Until last Friday, you got caught. Emma prosecution call 4th witness.
Okay.
Here the match commissioner for the day. No.
Okay.
Revenue.
Yes. No, match commissioner.
I see what General Camo and Prince Minion.
Okay.
Do Basaba.
Okay.
Release a cross examination. And the best was answer or court.
Okay, or court into yes.
Wait, Mamma, comment to say, somebody in the echo, so give it back.
Okay.
The one.
Oh, okay. I see. The Obia Jina Kamana, we ne the tattoo and I
think the 4th person we are. Miss Great Abekasa. Na police ni ba ko so kasa operations officer director central. We na so mu no bekasa kan ho de na ka 2 more.
Okay.
This is almost close on case.
Okay.
Almost close on case we are. Ansana. Yeah, the friend submission of no case.
Okay.
Say a far. This is a case na endo ha.
Okay.
Am far. She says send the to be a big general. My prosecution so to be no. No matter the phone na se be fra dance for 100 kwa obi abebe kasa.
Wow.
Nti baby adun but yentwen yehwe dibis.
Na say no so bet me take a very long time.
You bet me the 10 years near to say assume so tum be fra dance for 10. Obi abebe fra dance for 10 so obi abebe kasa.
Yeah.
Obi abebe jina kama kasa. Am ya to ano. Sa ko si be wi obi a.
I see.
Enye easy. Obi na dance for ina.
The news with my drag is for a very long time. I see. Okay. And I'm saying what court in tea.
Summary of the Akos.
Yes, the Akos. Okay. Wow, here I guide Mina. Yeah, can you as in Nasimbia?
David say and call the merits of the case.
Yeah.
And guys will be different as we did. You see the SC near Kacham for the cause of court.
Yeah.
Court the public you be at him grab
okay.
To make kind yes in America.
All right. They are in person who we are sending me record to them. Yeah, come as a more. And another papa. Yes.
Bye.
Be a bit messy. Be a bit messy. Aha. And what were prisons order? Oh, we were prisons be that. Say the was it. Uncle order.
Prison they will be order.
There's a nipple be I say, a taco stress for prison. Can you pass a bonnet? What to do? Can you put that?
I bet says the Marco be born this crowd. We are going for a will be to me there some torso. I dear Yao Yasin. Suspect you. yachi bibia wo wiase
the hear that say me so ebesi ebeko lawyer Safuduku and also Jinem de ama Kumasi Asante Kotoko Mrantie no nti eno so yebehwe. All right. Kessben Television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 2.9, DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121. Kwa Mickey at the local stories no, and so a begua my na a baby kakra at the Amamo Safuduku lawyer, or say or Assembia, or Pese and also no, or the to a ja. Kwame fa local stories no a brain. Na Amamfo nyina and so I ready amo a trail.
Ijo gawe busa lawyer question ba ku bi say ye bu asema na wo file wa entry of judgment wi na after entry of judgment no no say accused person no and said ni so abaye ne dey bim
depend asem kro na de kro akopɛ wo court e ka na akodan ne abu ama ana ha sase na se dey
me fan say what the WhatsApp the call ye say be even fan say if you asem ana say sikasem
so dey wi ana o sia
sikasem ye bu amamo
ejina orders ya court be ma so se bi nipa no omfiri wasase so a wo de obeye ontres kama wo de obeye
okay
on pa wa ni na wo de obeye because you comply with the orders se nipa na anya ona wo say de meme obeye enforce judgment no
okay
and bi an kone say no
okay Mickey Betrans enough local stories no and so bray yeah twaso what's a video so na yensa kan no again noise no wo mu dodo ne atade amoshe da bia e ka se mu ya no antino bia na yentimi ankyere sa videos no na bakwa na menu bi Yaya Mohammed former player Makumasi Asante Kotoko ne Aduana Stars also din sam kakra atu edwa ni nyina e kan local stories na kwa Mickey ade ebre
Wajinwa mame shase said ye a jams coding message a buyer no honorable Kofi Adams yenyam vete no but sports no o munsam ye papa di nsama wodo di tudwa dedi kan wo so no omusa no na ne papa eye hasini na ne papa de bia na omomu TV na ne papa te ho has bo anot ho enu te fiefo nyina no mo forma dwene se da bi wo mo so beko eye kotoko makoko support kotoko enu na nam so ama okoye kotoko ni oni ne fiefo nyina excluding omo papa and nam so no papa agi TV boso inti eno be kotokoni ukwamona ne so a support Chelsea honorable Kofi Adams
a diverse sporting interest, but of course as a child growing up my dad was a Hearts fan, and you see the only time we got to oppose him was only the football hour, so almost all his kids turns up supporting Kotoko so that we could oppose him. And interestingly, when it gets to that time, then he'll be giving you assignment. The day Hearts doesn't do well against Kotoko, or even they are playing against any other team that we wish that they lose. When they lose, then expect a lot of assignments for you. So you cannot be together to tease him. So in one way or the other, that was how I became a Kotoko fan. But when you move out of Ghana, of course, Chelsea is being a dream team. Not forgetting that Man U2 has hung there in one way or the other as the old lady that you wish well sometimes. And I really enjoy various forms of sport, but of course boxing is the big one for me. I remember those times when we had the likes of Azuma, the I Curtis, and then the rest boxing. You have to stay awake, and I will not sleep. Not that type of not sleep because you have drunk coffee or those kind of things. No, I will do things to keep awake just so to be able to watch from the beginning, from the base promotional fights all the way to the penultimate fight that will happen that night. And so boxing is for me the main thing. I've heard people say that because I said I love boxing, maybe I will ignore football. Or no, it's not going to be like that. Once confirmed, we want to see every aspect of sports grow. And
Some honorable Kofi Adams or the two jar was saying yes, wakaso a boxing or sobote a boxing tea and also per boxing tea. Other sports no or muntimi share and also intimi share emano and develop it or Bob Boama other sports in a develop it. Was a funding here a queer a befaso na ye disika a fundy other disciplines nina athletics boxing nina no hockey ye bear disika be room and only a dear to say a done in Niswa also or bar obey.
I know there's been malnourished and funding in the sports industry, maybe except one area, said Black Stars. All others don't get the funding. So I've been thinking about how to get reliable, stable funding sources for all other sports, whilst we still do something for Black Stars because it is the big thing. Whether we like it or not, that remains the big thing. So it must get its fair share of the funding. But even for that one to succeed very well in terms of long to medium term objective, we need to go back also to the grassroots sports. In terms of even the academicals and what have you, the inter-schools that we use, the school sports, we need to begin to look at it. And I will be sitting with my colleague Minister for Education once I get confirmed for us to see even how we can reintroduce school sports and get the sports ministry to run school sports whilst GES continue to teach the physical education as a subject in the classroom. But in terms of school sports, organizing it, the sports ministry can take up that responsibility, and we will engage and see how funding, when the GET fund is decapped, how a portion of the GET fund can be allocated into a sports fund to fund some of these activities. So talent hunting would come from.
Honorable Kofi Adams, Ninsama Udwa, or de Atujanono, Nikwakano, Kasanso Kaside for all African games. None we organize here, this summer brebayem. Sika semo remuno wase sabre wo muso atesansem no anaso atesansem no wo ba obebo modin amomatime rerem because ebe piemu e wo parliament nti nyade a ono be minister obema sansem no akosa.
In parliament, issues were raised about it. The only unfortunate thing is that we couldn't take the report of the committee that went into looking into areas of the sports before the 8th parliament terminated. But the 9th parliament is back, and we can see what we can do about that report, whether it could be retabled or it could be the issues could be referred to the committee again, and then they will.
Honorable Kofi Adams and some outdoor they are two jano yan trust what that story so bekaya and
ka baby oka say omo be protected pitches no
yeah
pitches na by aye throughout the country no and ye stadium no at the frontier yes our pitches no and no na omo be makwan ma omo ayusu for na nyese bibia fofobia nti na say o kako ye ni other gatherings pitches no ma ye no ye no so no enya dia omo ebe print obe ye na ya shemra ye be use pitches na aya the frontier ye pitches simple ona ke ka hontinya dia am sembre no be makwan ya boni na ye nto
General Semano Maxwell Sabre di tu jasa kotoko man timi anji Ghana Premier League na Oba Africa ha timu wasapa no eye kotoko Yeye Mohammed ye former player de makotoko wakasa wachena dwene e de afa ensemo Maxwell Sabre e kan no
Joe Andra namo discuss about Michael Sabre meaning say menya di writer Emma okase o make comment say kotoko Angelique na kotoko na asa e wo di wo Africa afa baby menene adwen afa baby menene nya adwen and the ntia me opinion the ntia ono kasa ne say wo hwe ye league na standard no baby akwa akodru any kotoko players o ma bring on board no for now no ohun se kotoko players na bro ye league na so because we players are kotoko bringing on board this season no mo ensemble no mo dey build the team no for this season na omu ina obi awosoro pa even we first division players o ma ba second round na mo ko form na omu ina ye top omu nti omu uyi omu free mo individually no kotoko quality na ebro ye leg ne so no because of baby ye leg na akwa ne akwa dru no ene ye one ene nti no ye den o kasa no kotoko omo ye first 11 omo set up na obia ye starter won team ansa na oba obia establishing ho for now kotoko team na akwa say first na omo koji obia akoko bi de e de ba team ni mu no player bi sole wa ha na akwaje player bi sole wa ha na akwaje eni bi na kotoko as compared to has there and has there any different inti se Michael Asabre kasa me ne be ya adwen ewe fa baby ti say players akotoko assemble now no so wentumi amfa anje league ne dia ebi akotoko anya ade but say wasane de eni de menji ntum but say kotoko anya ade any players awode assemble no dia eni de meji atum
Wey nsem ya Mohammed odi atudwa so GDSS Kumasi Sante Kodoko woman ntimi amfa place a womu wey Angelique ne dia woma anya ade ne mom so masa wa Africa de Debi one maso asabre enko adwunkrum wasan so kasa e de fa Kumasi Sante Kodoko team na womo abuild no enso ehun
bibi nso amenfa ne nya adwen ne say players ne di aba quality ne nso di aba maturity ne nso di aba team ni mu na akofo ma ba but I have to build a team and your individual a team into say this season you kotoko this second crana a fa baby why are there because any team yet a individual na wakofo ma ba fans over be grooming on a fans over be grooming on into now no for next season only excuse be than say obetumi afa league no o hwe baby any team na e wo ho na baby any team no stronger than Kotoko because of team ni wo dada and we beefy up the team. We train the goalkeeping department, in the defenders, in the strikers, in the midfielders, we beefy up. Even the bench crown, baby any bench crown is part of the team. Airborne. So untino untumi fa Kotoko team ni compare baby any. Untumi fa Kotoko team ni compare Nations FC. And now baby
wey nsema ya Mohammed Jenua wodi atuja chena adwene e de afa nsema Maxwell
so who say be any Gold Stars any Nations omo wo so e Kotoko
yes
okay David amode e bu na ma esikoto ade yi Kotoko ni yirum nyina afrim also about so be oh no way
teamwork or who say
and the moment teamwork ni one work rate no e be do Nations ni a friend say Gold Stars
your position tin na work asa no on position tin no position e do be do za na position tin teamwork na come that last week
teamwork
obi wo teamwork
individual players
so Gold Stars
individual players
no Gold Stars na Nations board draw
ball team me ball ye nyina general ball a na di achi no your teamwork obi betima ball 90% ni ahye no tell you teamwork any your resource entino team do wa woni ti mo de be wi no ahye wo
ya you ni Kotoko nyina afrim
eno yimire ya ze misu we ye nya afrim say ye team ye nya dia na say
there be or the more compare Gold Stars any Nations strength see yeah
because the CID currently the league need the oba or the comparison the amijutum ba say obubodi no
gitum de nyina wa
de no amoyedin
Yoko.
What generally said is city our Ghana Premier League in so a bet to us so weekend the games I would do a basso and number 4 I award if a weekend the referee Max or Hansen yabama match and a weekend the Maso Hansen referees a woman di Ghana Premier League in the fourth referees in Yano Maso Hansen ni din and so and come home Nemo Maxwell Wusu and the Kodi Accra Lions and the Mediama game no Alfonso Atiapa ekodi ebedi Kotoko and the Karela game no Bazake only star Senate of Lions match no so any has of game no Jacob Edutera and the best center referee Bechem and Sunni Nations and na Ebo
George Mawuli Vemawo and the best center referee. Young Apostles and Iswatraman, Ayamba Ibrahim and a D game no Brekum Chelsea in Vision and so game Bekosono for Stabatios and the best center referee. Heart of Lions and Diana Moro Idrisu center referee. Enna Samates and Dreams Julian Nunu and a center referee. Legon Cities and a Ghost Stars a Gabriel Opoku Ahen. When the referees are general Wombedi Ghana Premier League no ede amaye but senesom se ansana appointment no ebebenu the GFA president on the referees committee no koye meet no catch them say second round die ono ogitum or the two referees name dada say second round no ya nyema ekoso pa anunti e wo say referees no wo munya ho fama yie papa no mutimi edi eye Ghana Premier League games no emaye Galka bato no ekoso den and then in the behu ni pakura oba be Galka eye chairman and that's be Galka chairman and vice so one be ko de mano anunti wei eye Galka secretariat wo Accra Sports Stadium oni biya abato no ekoso den enso ewo ho wo mo se sabe de wo ma nsɛmtwofo entimi enye hu bibia na se yentwa bibia gise yato aba na wie ne declare results ne de enti say Galka abato no koso de ye pense Mr John Ansa and Isaac Kumsen when the be chairman at the Amagalka Genoa this abato no aba na wie ne
and the koso
okay ye Galka secretariat e Accra Sports Stadium
okay
on bia dwumedie no ekoso nti Galka members na akwakopie mu ho a ye to omo so aba na moto aba no
Mr. Ansa ne Mr. Kumsen
Mr. Ansa ne Mr. Kumsen
okay
John Ansa Isaac Kumsen
okay
nti ena ye behu de obeboa transfer window no ya tom amanfo timi ye signings awodo but second round the omu chiemu a signings no general na wo form ye papa clubs no dodo na no entimi a making notable sign na so entimi an sign players awodo ebi musu players na omu pe no wo nsa enso entimi anka dodo na e wo omu team no but transfer window no ya closing nti final ko wontimi en register player bia e ma ne besi akan enso enfama eno ne nsemo a efri o enso ebam Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association they said Oma rubber stamp say Coach Otuado and a eba boye. Woman say Coach Otuado be ya dear and my Black Stars are support no ye papa at the Emma Coach Otuado or saying you me support Otuado now timi a bomodin a bra Ghana ya just was qualify at the call walk up in be apart from a management committee of the Black Stars no woman so jatum woman some the woman appointed coach woman the coach na say Emma they did coach no enyo mutwumedie wo mo de coach ne bawia na afenyema wo so mutibidi bo ma coach ne successful no na wo mo faso ye nemom se coach no eye adwuma no mo gidie se nyema bi tuchima awoni dwumedie no mu dia eno na wo mbetimi abam no metimi abekire o madwene edi afam so mo gidie se da bi ahade enkoye eno ene nsem am wo metimi edi atuda maso sabre se da bi has a work o ma nyema yi a top 4 kraje no a this season o mutimi mbobi Shese de nyamasi kop e wo hazo work team no na second round the teams ni bi ato top players na omo bom modern a se has and shishom nyama ya top 4 kra no e be ye din Yebeto se kejeno ensem a masola sabre editu dwa no enka yebema ye tiefo ne ahwefo enso etimi ahwe na enokodan chen a amenuru
ade masola ne abaso mo kan anya de koro mo kan we are bass de team no akwakudu level do mo nam sisi see asem ne ka
I was say ya hwe ya
o hwe team ni sisi ai ma ho den
no context no mine was say ya hwe ya
o hwe mo team no strength sisi
ya hwe ya
so mo team no strength sisi
ya me ma ko piki ya hwe ya be hwe ye
bas maso asabre nsem mienu na waka e da di pepe
o ba on gaza o
hu ni se mo team no sisi no
ahoden
e wana wa piki ya hwe ye na no ma piki
de no yenti o do ba ko kan mo amobaji league no ono so team sisi a nko ye
wa sisi ya hwe ya miki eni mo ana
yenti
no
transfer market na ateki no say ya ka san hwe na omu be able the way omu be able we can ask the kasa the can management and the board omu be able the way omu be able ya e bia na anko ye ama ha in terms of should be on be place top 4 but nonetheless that was I register akwasi asma I register. These are two players on any day. Omo current former or make my change has coaching on any day. If you nobody add something to House of Folk team now, a bit more push it forward. But when you compare Gold Stars, any if I say Art of Lions, any to a little extent, the team until almost 3 points no can be but this we don't call that second. Omo real competitors against Accra House of Folk. The heart and share. Though Omo relegation because Omo performance not arise above relegation first. But the aspirations of the supporters need to be a top 4 no. It be a net now commercial. Transfer market na aseki no.
Ti General wey sama Maxwell Asabre.
Also relegation the Heart of Folk. But top 4
top 4 yenka ho.
Okay.
The honam so mapeke ya we
Yonko.
Wey sama aye Maxwell Asabre de atuja coach Amenuru coach adema Karela Boboko no. Osi team na de be sia kotoko e game ni betting but one share humiliation e betimi si.
Humiliation. Hey. Wow.
Ahmed.
Difficult, I can tell you, because I think that we have an inexperienced team. But before that match, we should be able to put a good fight. After maybe those who are going to beef up the team, they should help the team. It's going to be a difficult game, and it's in massive too. So we are just going to see how we can do our best to prevent utter humiliation, but we will give them a good fight.
Okay.
They know, say clear.
Oh, clear. Yeah.
Some
to
prevent.
Send him Guassier Emma.
And I'm Guassier as is on the show, baby.
Send him the goals will bring.
Total humiliation.
Yes, you know. And number be praise on be prevent.
Not just on betty goals.
Why would they die so bad?
Okay, you fancy right? All right. You need to crown so enough. We have wanted to.
Ejaba jewelry, bia okwa. Omoba boa we papa wedding ring, engagement ring, promise ring. Opeso ware. Unya die bia. Ye di gold aye, say white gold and now say yellow gold and up bia to. For when it Jaba jewelry, prempe the 2nd Street to doom. Aston traffic light and I say udu wabu with Jaba jewelry or your number is 0277 104488. Will be torn a dime, a story building, a dino, 6 bedrooms in the home, a mumianu our form, and a 9 washroom, and nunti so we will be a will pebia toa, yababuao, amawansa, etimi aka, yawo metro, and as a former metro FM giants in the so pair, Diewood Heba, giants in the so, or any bia, a dino, your number near 0552 188 669 0552 188 669. Wofro number we so bejo so tonchi herbal capsules herbal capsules abu bia wo energy level e wo form so energy level wo form ko dia tonchi herbal capsules and wo sell them of vitality e wo form and answer wo performance e wo form a tonchi herbal capsules and no my babuo any drugstore chemical shop bia be ko bia no obenye bia tom Amalina Traders Haven bia ton koranyama bibia pebia de fa kola ho bia mfoni cha Malina day one wa wo ba no onto sabo 18 years dear Amalina and the wasoko na kopenya papa a day emano BOG vinegar I will just so kope BOG vinegar nibi nanya vinegar nibia ebabwa wie papa vinegar enye duro de hian so de friends you na wanom ne debia ni debia ubehu eye niema mfaso obenya ade afrim BOG clinic enso hom diabetes hypertension stroke peptic ulcer yare bia ha obia no fa bedan ye babwa ye number no 0240 512171 0240 512171 Fix My Right Company Limited Okanum edurum pempenso a ewose utimi eyehu adwuma unisika sempo no engine no when the problem wom o body works no obeso spray obese car no we electrical works and also gearbox no o problem wom Fix My Right Company Limited ebe fix it e the amount and found the car we use Toyota, Nissan, BMW, VW, Hyundai, Kia Mercedes Benz ka bia yusu bia no fa bedan ye betu one amount affix car no e de amount hebaso cream e cream a bema na yusi bema yusu hebaso cream a boan ama brown no be hie mu no enije e we payom enso e de amount apply kitu e bi after 30 minutes na ko wash na bredu se woni oba no e ba bejumani e 100% natural herbs and e dia ye and into yusu a wonya any side effect bia FDA ajetum se hebaso cream e wo sachem hebaso cream otum no e papa your number na 0244 750 510 general.
All right, yeah, she's a bit many best man na ya de ahwe local source no emu kakra. Doctor, ben sa sem free one yes sir.
Hebaso no pakisi of friend Samenshia.
Okay, on the say
on the free Hebaso no Samenshia.
O chino na bibia ni ho kra nya ne Hebaso.
Ende ne.
Yeah. Paki. Eno
General
na yimu ma. Yentuko so.
China muntu to ne bag. General Honorable Kofi Adams, Sports Minister Designate. I think say washa say kasantemo. Especially that statement say on support Black Stars Management Committee. No who the entire Black Stars Management Committee members ebetu omohoka wa junior teams near the ade yentu omoka near ade. I think the message could be good, but a sports minister designator said be unyanko interview and pass it through. And come no ya doso. Na me can say because baby I walk on the whole trooper. The moment you start with especially the American, first of all, yes, I idea you advocate say national under 17 technical team. It's a say shall see a check on pie be first with you muka no more ye jumano full time. Me I have never supported a Premier League coach to say from Paul Manson near see the under 17 and Shannon sack. I am wrong. Or might be very, very much particular about the youth and in Quadano football and Quadano entertainment. Ube assign a proper youth coach. I'll be your time at the moment. A scouting, I pay the best. Additions and subtractions. Say pram ho moteho near Triniomo. But where we have a Premier League coach, was a double as under 17. Under 17 put the nye galas in waka say e bia omu hia ntetie bebre omu ba teamwork na babe. E ho no ko kire omu ball ne bankasa. Now why would you be a head coach of BBN Gold Stars, Asante Kotoko, House of Folk, near the national team amount? This arrangement is there because you're ready, so my you bet sika at the tria coaches ka. No money abutra team kwadana me football na kosoro. Inti bra ye brain no, we are not investing down there. So for me, so be banana dream and say sen kwadana ye show mu ye ya dream pa. But I'm saying that he needs to take his time, go through vetting, Omra office issues no on tiasie. Omra FA no definitely the people you have started criticizing are the people uni omo ba bedi juma. Ya na manfo adwen ye omo say we sports minister. Ese say o antagonize FA no. Uni omo di pimpimani. No, that is not the work of the sports minister. Uni omo be Giorgio, then you get the best out of it. Mijitum say wa anye careful ombe mu atua sika bi eni kwan se utua. Wa anye careful no amu ani na ho a omo betimi mpo adi oman ni sika wa be eni kwan se omudi. But sene e bia a Greek minister other agencies omo agriculture omo wase no omo ye ne omo partners no omo ne omo transit George or campaign na me fa so no. I also think that sports minister, the sports federations, boxing, football, they are all agents under your ministry. And the moment you start throwing jabs at them before you even pass vetting and San Wako office, it is the beginning of problems for yourself. Okasembi na yemede or say on education minister no ebe di inkita ho no mahwe kwampa on be fast for school sports yede beba back. I think say it was still under NDC government and mayen Ministry for Education, Science and Sports. The thinking around that time was that youth no one na yes sports no until they share education more. Unfortunately, on paper it looks good, but in practice we didn't see it. A kwaba na ebe faso are reviving school sports. They near friend Milo games, no. Athletics in particular, football require their koso, but athletics, no. How are you reviving it? Athletics at the SHS level, at the university level, at the college level. What is the interest of the nation? In general, minimum ubrenisha. My main fawunsiasi. Na minje dia kanoma ebusu.
Oh, okay. My humble opinion is to the security man is to always get you some. Alberto, you're very careful. Joe, Kumasi and Asante Kotoko should be very careful because Coach Nuru is playing mind games. Alberto, former no idea of Kessben FC ground. Albert. I call you Eddie. All right, we're going to see now. Was Albert? No, I said I was not being It's a crown.
Coach Nuru say, Bano Mobano. Omobe has a betigos, so any total humiliation. At least if it's a humiliation.
Also, mind games, no, you got to be very careful.
We have no accounts in Biachre and Quara.
Yes. Andy, nothing called a lawyer, Safuduku.
You know, you should know the more. Don't go out finance adventures.
Oh, okay.
My encha or Momo Hinina. Said you, Honorable Kofi Adams. Said to also to the boss no passing the betting. But now some no Canada on carbon. Said you, I say my union I come for years. Say management committee of the blasters, Omunya Jumabia, a dom Konomakoda hotel near Musan. Yes, I pekka more team di free. As I jepe them. Near Satam $100,000 the amount your bar near league near Bona places, no common the Omo. National team appointment under 17 in Pia, ye the players got tournament under 23, a banner came 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, near Piomoka. Until vet no uncle and a casana doors no pass a game to the Effie. None of the kind. Effie win your own no cancer boko. Because ye the injunction to election so easy and co-election on choice, uncle for ye no moon cancer boko. Omunye ready so no cancer boko mbiti. Because omu go to the extent of so mubu samra win aso. Sancrophone ye no mun kwasem ne bako. Nti nasem na o kan de. Ontwen na onko veti no yem pass na we yensem agana for pese. Leaders omu be lead sports no omu be no ma ye free ho. Na ye de sa sika ni mu makọ build from ho. Under 17, under 20, under 23. Said the bear efenun entingum so mo kwa bonti akope place their bobo blaster because previously no na Ghana nyo maya ye kasi ya tiashim ye kwa akope play their bobo blaster but today because we don't have a very good under 17 na ye benya players ye be develop them very well for the other respective national teams in Nigeria ye bre international no kind you know kan boni. Now to the issue of Coach Otoado. Said you, I am enko support to be enko support to be. Could you tell Ghana and the Central African Republic? Park ya mama. Ye ni Niger park ya mama. Support baby. Ejuma no ntimi nya. Ono na wo so yire no ye ejuma. Support baby no ope. Wo ye coach ni ye de ejuma ma. Ye se be coach Ghana. Match bi ebobo bi a blaster, you know. Any party bi begu ase ana mu petekit. Uko stadium ma wunya baby ntina. What kind of support do you need again? Besides that, do you need a support to beat the J in Ghana? Said you. Uhia support na wo dia se ni je wo Ghana edwuma na no ntimi nye it is almost mfa fofora ye mfa ne sai and let's hope that 58 pages no dia akoma afi no omo ba address issues no na watimi back up na blaster na timi akoyi but for support he's been giving enough support. It's just that sheer case of incompetence and I do know also untimi na edwuma na di on the issue of Karela and Kotokono. It can be mind games but you know if you want to win the Ghana Premier League, Nase Kotoko, form your normally Karela. It should be emphatic victory.
Okay.
It should be emphatic. Go Stars na ye come as an omba hakotoko shom 2-0. Go Stars na ye kasa omo players na che, omo ye matured, omo experience, omo team na bachelor, they were beaten by Kotoko. And it's a bully. Na Ghana Premier League no person win and now home game against Karela. And ye man shed and kuyin from Omwadina unyawe.
All right.
A win-win-win situation.
Who forced the Kate administration to call for public discussions on our recent poor performances? If he knew the solution, Eradi Yesu, Kingsley the way free Tamale and so Abre Emmanuel Esel Alola also chow. Lola.
Hey.
GBC.
Kano pa nanu menene nana kontompo nya fere hini.
Yeah, okay.
Kotoko chairman Asia Stadium.
Yeah.
Na mu din komo, o since komo.
Okay.
Omienu.
Wow. Alola, and then the positives.
Na se mentia na senior no second.
Okay. Wow. I mean the negative yeah. Lawyer me ntio kakra.
Joe. Obaka ya na nsen ma fadi medi bi to me so. Me say restoring Asante Kotoko to its rightful position in football.
Yeah.
Restoring Asante Kotoko to its rightful position in football.
No za ba sura ha no ni odi be.
Aba so no ni ba bi on nam kra. Sa. Em say oti say me ba ha no na say kikiri oba wura oni mi aso de nam. Obi adom ho kan kro wa wo colleague wo has of folk ma so asabre wa bre has of folk mu. No otimi ehunu we ne hu ade kind of crash wa o so fanatic supporter de wo ka kan say mu quarter has team we na boy. Who has say na nim has. Who has yan kwala okro mu ha. You move near to attackers my house. Those the year 2000 ho.
Yeah.
You see the last 15 years has of folk wa jija and sorry be seen. This one kind of correct. Has of folk way na way has of folk.
On the last
me see and now say any players be 50 crown he has win ba go free and from local like blasters. You be kind of correct partners and yet and you anymore. Player be na way no. Eti ye pese hu has pa na has ya e ka se has ya enye bini ti munya ni ye na munya se de bia ye husband akoko na mo house ye ukwa house ye ade nso nye ena na de maso asabe owie ka kra owie we has ni che asabe do ora na me ka onu me ya je
we meet you
ye hu bi do ye hu has da e house of folk me ka na ntina kra mo Kotoko football league wa ha osmo no ma do free mu 13 minutes o mo share Kotoko one day no hebe tabo kai asaba na wo kan abaz je sakra hemfa ni mani agrosa ye de eni abre o ni mre eni abre obi aka sema jo ye tie na sopem na jo dumadi afa fatima so se Kotoko me sa de mo go jina ba bi obi jina no enya me pe o ye ancestral call I'm speaking to na so penifo na abenya ne me se me mfa sa dumadi no ntimo so den de but o mo jiri se metima sa duma no
wow
Mfraka na ebo me nu fie
kwa be so da ye
wo mo se me so mfa me ma for yes ma santimai ne Ghana mai na Kotoko no me sa mo dawru no ko se menya dom abete machi na ye be hu Kotoko se Kotoko ne experience gina baba yare bo match na enipa no ye be we na gate process over 1 million cedis ene ye hwe e be sin so e so easy
I see
do intimacy ana
lawyer why not
ne ene ayi ye time ye ba management ye ne eto adu sa high boy ye nya 6.5 billion cedis
planning didn't just intimacy
Satam na wo beji tekisi na nkrofo nko na wo po wo de wonye wo
beji tikito wa
na me boa wo se go na wo ni pado so
sem beji tikito
da be na wo fi ho da be na wo wa pe wo se wo nya tekito kwa bobi amachire mu nyina ba me ni na musa na me bubu fa musa me kan sam sa because ye kasa santi Kotoko sam a esen ka mu jesi jori na amaye ni kasa na ma ya bas no mu tie nsam na Kotoko no ani me ka bia ma me club no Kotoko no enye ni
we are also Karabas
do ye nyini bia o baka kra be hu ye no se ampia no mo afrita na no mo wura stadium na hu no se ampia no mo ba o so Kotoko ni na se doma be gu stadium a e bi ni e pese hu because Kotoko no betima Ghana asa peja biem me kan me year free boxing azuma na so ka hu but se di betima ye ni ye pa Kotoko no because Kotoko ne de e shaman fo se kaman fo kuno bi ka Kotoko se mo jo me se papa bi tifie sebe obubu ni lawyer Kotoko ne na ekoyi na me ra ho na me so pani nya botre na sa de ni be sa ya na babiem tujo jumadi na me just mo so no enya de keto o
na kwan be na wo fa so
de di ka no se supporters no mumu yan start say be hye Kotoko stadium ma da bia na otumfo hu se bibia sa sorry because say ye hu Kotoko no ye hu ni ye ni se na Kotoko Kotoko ni and I go say they want to count to supporters that it one those are not Kotoko net
last game the now we are
it did make sense supporters no mumu yan start ye na ye manasa mumfa so otumfo so hye bo say mo supporters no sorry bibi ye no wa Kotoko yin awanya mai
go game here nipa na was
Asante Kotoko yin
league game
asema na okay
Premier League
na ma betra say
empty
enya maye mesemi wo fanom o mo sunyane o mbeda Saturday nyumre bia for Kotoko match na ente ase o mo se hwe that you na be hu
jo emo 8 am na kotoko baba yaro stadium na yema anko foforo ko tram light post ni ade
kotoko bit ma sa go back to Saturday
jo ne nipa ni ho enipa no ho ye wo goodwill no ho eno ma se be sa brand ye hu yi na ya kasa de ye kan ya jo me see in Africa ba ko be di be fam ya wi di na league woni ani abre won Sunday ye ne Carrera and they go to no kaka kan de wo kaka bisa na nya de ye jo kra kotoko team ye ni bra abre ko bo man game dia wan never man game
I'm from Mra Stadium
jo o mo Mra Stadium na sa mi ko de ye nya visa bia baby be ko bia mo me sorry isa si home no a we kura me so betuma kasa bus 20 ye fa nko awe no na de ye me dan say hwete party sakase o Ghana u kwa bibia o me se me kotoko u ba ndisia kotoko fo ye kotoko e kate across babia Ghana ye dia me ti Ghana population kotoko control be 80% na has nam de won na we me
stars be na de back we
stars be de ni hu ne di won asi uko abai bia mu a top government functions na ye kotoko fo eti se ka kotoko asem a nye bi ni has na has de has se has no ka ye crusade no ka mo mata yaji na kotoko paja na paja kana kakra ka mo nka sa mo supporters bi asem o ye crusade kura se de ya o supporters ni ho mo ti benya stadium ma dis yen
safuduku
eti no
lawyer evesi
ejo jo mani abro Sunday
this mimi de bia
mani fo na na se wo bo so ade na de mami no mimi de bia me wo ba bia kura me wa
me hwe ni mo
ai restoring kotoko
lawyer bra
to its rightful
crusade na fato wo so
mimi de ye nkan
oh wo ba de na beka wo ba ma kwa ma
ka fi mo hada
say see as mimi de bia
wo safo de wo sa fe no ba be wuram
wo ba so
ono the lawyer na da je na na
wo ba
ono de ba bie kwa ma no se mimi de bia
wo
ye bia mimi da court se bia ni ho
dabi
enti no ma to nsafre no
wo de mo kono na mo wo ba ya ma kakra ma
aba so mra ho
yo am say e ya se ba bia tu nkyere na nkyere hu nkomo ni edi ena ba bia yi wo no so no wo nkomo ni edi nti lawyer we di nkyere hu nkomo me so me di wo hu nkomo
that's it
na nkyere ne wo e ba kire de edi ni tu kwan
nkyere ne wo depends on
e ba kire de edi ni tu kwan
yeah
what you say
yeah
e ba kire de edi ni tu kwan
e wo ne di tu kwan
wo ne di tu kwan
ye fa nkyere tu kwan
what you say
nti ya say we de nti ya say di ba wo de ka
yeah sometimes you to wa no makoka be kayen what you say what's the lawyer ka past 15 years ago team papa o Africa we context in the African trophy ba ko pet na yi kotoko afri mu anu na elela na kan so that team no team so man o yi kotoko afri mu nyina ya Africa mo bra bia Africa what you say ba check teams here o yi house of go afri in Africa whether club of Morocco what do time no ye the only club wa ye share no the kwaji trophy no why that why African when African cup wa omo na African cup enye wuma o enye bijaya o enye kadiago
the club can say you
yes Esperance of Tunis and the kiki house of folk out
was a conversation no
what you say it is who say it
na safo
BBS
ko na
emre no ba was ye kwa de beba bi ntira
BBS ntina wotime kai ka ho asem
was ye beba bi ntira
na se ye kasma se
wo di am team se mu yu film nya na Africa pro mo hu omo
wona ni mo
wo pro mo hu omo bijaya wuma ene kadiago
nti do team na emre
eti man fan piamin tare dan
ntina ka wotime no
man fan mi pian tare dan
okay
na me omo yi mi free mu no omo yi African giant
asem na bantia
okay munyina mo free
African giant no football dey na bobe ye be
munyina mo free
do football na ye bo no general ewiase na da okese amay nye pe kro nye pe afia nye pe enipa ye nye pe bona ye bo ye nye pe your big club your smaller club your Africa omo ji African cup ne omo kobi what you say omo kobi eti ebi kobi ebi je what you say eti ye no bra ye nya boy in Africa no oh na me kasam yo chofia say me ba no mo nya botra me wie me kasam mo chofia all the three sectors in football house of folk records so yo uba FI record oko Africa record oko FIFA record kotoko FIFA record ba kotoko
she
FIFA men kotoko record ba FIFA yo ko FIFA world championship
the century
What does it? It's a bomb Kayo. Come Saturday, Manifesto Company.
Crusade now.
Manifesto Company. Manifesto Silver. It's in the fever. Manifesto Silver. Manifesto Company.
Mamunka no so. Na we
Sunday so much. Yeni basake. I'm never share first one. It's your first second one. It's a kwati ya won. Da ba wo to bo bon kan ni mo dem ha dia. Ba bi kan ni be fa no ma se wa.
Ano
Big Joe. Ah, my man fan Kremfi.
Hwem na o crusade na o ye no.
O ye na be to.
Ko to bo ko bia.
So mo ye den ya mo me ko.
Ah, Boga Lottery so chia.
Boga Lotteries.
Yeah.
Ya jine so pa.
Kenny ti adishima.
Ya jine so.
Na Big Joe. Say last week na me kan Sakotoko prayers. Ya fa current youth na ba say na mo hwe Herbert Mensah breso. Na wo hwe na Hindia Ember Power Sheila Alasan no mo a. Michael Senum na bora omo bono Asante Kotoko na. Enua bi na sabre ya hyehe.
Okay.
Tete o mere Kotoko bo emfa reho mafie biem. Ena o mehwe Kotoko bo enyinyini biem because they say first na o ba Kotoko bora na dwendwene ene ne ma hye so no tete e bi ni wo biem.
Okay.
Adenti na ese e trefie. Na ye de ansa hye adam ni fam ni etie ni ebesie ansana ye nya Kotoko rezo. Kotoko I say hiadom si ebeba stadium jo and I know wa hwe bora e say wa ba stadium kra na ede hwe the number of chances ya Kotoko create here and then reflecting the number of goals no na ebeye mo so ejira coach no eja ya so no wa huro nyese wo kan bibia daadae o na daadae wo ye dan ye eja ne ya so so ye num no eno an ye de be face no enje de o mo an hu ye because goals no de e be flow endi Kotoko chita for no madaroma momi en trafie momi en ko baba ya response momi en ko hwe ye matches no na ye no makase team na ye prepare ni sese no se ne ma so asabre kan enye for league you Africa enti ne prepare sa boys no o ye sese Kotoko team no pa Africa team ne prepare and the league ne dey kwan bia so jo ene ye beje enti Mombra stadium na ball no enye fe na enye dance na enti enye league no ne
Good afternoon to lawyer Safo Duku. Safo Duku appears to be haunted by Accra Heart of Oak. He can't talk about his club without mentioning Accra Heart of Oak. They've done nothing in Africa in the past 10 years, but bragging is what they do. It's what they know. Rudy, anyway, from New Jersey. And okay. Yes. Nana Poku baby obia ye chia pa. Okay. Wow. All right. Ye beje mu na fe breaking news abidafo enso aba betra. Safo amanfo fili o crusade ni pa. Oro so ba men tutubo.
Kotokodi no ensa da ewiase o de tim ya Ghana ebi da ye. Ebi da. In the Kotokodi na ye wono.
All right, breaking news and it was so the amaye nyame yadma mon sign entrance biom no nine pepe yakramo.
Pause.